G'day.
And of course, we got Paul on tech.
Hello.
And we are, after a lot of talking, a lot of painting on this side of the table.
What? No, don't listen to that. I painted everything here.
We are finally playing Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is the Marvel tabletop mini game that is it is deeper and more. There's a lot of stuff for it already.
Yeah.
It's quite popular, and I'm really excited to check it out because it seems really sweet. The models are incredible. And from what I can see, I mean, all tabletop mini games have a lot of rules, but it doesn't seem too complicated, which I think will be a great opportunity for people who are trying to step into it, who, you know, have trouble keeping track of a bajillion things that a lot of the tabletop war games seem to have.
Yeah, I love Marvel as well as James, so we both had our eye on this for a while. Weirdly, we had both bought the original release of this, because this is the core set. This is the current core set. There was an old core set, which was the same characters, but it was when they first released the game. And I don't know when it was actually came out, but it's been a number of years now.
I think like 2019.
It's been a while, and there's a
dropped.
lot of additional characters out. And I think over the course of making all those extra characters, their both manufacturing and their sculpting got a lot better. And so they wanted to re-release the core set and redo those characters, so the poses are a lot more dynamic. There you go. So this is the
mightiest core set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like a re-release, and the rules are a bit updated and things like that. So, yeah, it's. I've always had my eye on this game. You can get like so many heroes. So like all the X-Men, all the Spider-Man villains and heroes. Like pretty much any Marvel character probably has a model at this point.
Yeah.
But
and they kind of release them in the ways that you would expect. Like I was looking at some of the kits and stuff. There's like, you know, Luke Cage. Who would you expect Luke Cage to be with?
Ghost Rider?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica. I don't know.
Yeah, Iron Fist.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But like Rogue and Gambit. Come
Yeah,
together. So,
kind of that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they release them in kits, and I mean, there is the part that's like it's hard to I'm buying 2 models for $50 kind of a thing. But on the flip side, you need way less minis.
Yes.
Than a lot of tabletop war games out there. In this case, each of you is rocking like 4 or 5 dudes. So very easy to get through, and they're bigger models.
Yeah,
too.
the scale is a little bit bigger than Warhammer. So Warhammer doesn't have an official scale; they just call it heroic 28mm, I think. So these are a little taller. They're very cool. Yeah, like so we can see our 2 teams are right here. We've got I've got 5 models and James has 4. Depending, like the way you form teams is based on the hero. So Ultron is a bigger guy, so he costs a bit more.
Yeah, they have their own sort of point system.
Yeah, so based on like the power level of the hero.
Which is identified based on the mission, which is really cool. And it's great. We actually Toxic is in chat and is a big fan of this,
cool.
Which is great because I can trust Toxic.
Okay. And
when Toxic tells me something, I believe him.
Yeah, so that's the other thing is neither of us have played before. We've all read up on the rules and we have an idea, but we wanted to treat this as a starter. You know, you've bought the core set. When James gave it to me, he gave me the box and $60 and said, paint this. So I spent that $60 on a like starter set of paints. I got speed paints that are just sort of, they're meant to get them on the table quickly. They're not super high detail, but you can look at the colors and know, oh, that's Iron Man, that's Spider-Man, that kind of thing.
These will look great.
Here's one that we're not using.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We've got this. We got a handy dandy cross shot. Look at that. Yeah.
And Black Widow.
You can tell that is Black Widow, and this is such a cool.
This is a great example of like the sculpts in the original core set were fine.
Yeah.
But this one, you know, she's like punting Ultron drone in half, and it's like, you know, sculpted in a way that it's like in midair, but they're still connected. It's super cool. Yeah, the models are really good, and the way they do the teams of like being able to put villains and heroes and kind of anyone together, you can really make like your favorite character team, like whether you want to do all X-Men or you want to do all Spider-Man villains or you want to do like anyone who's ever touched the Venom symbiotes, you know, stuff like that. There's all kinds of combos you can do. So
God, that looks so good.
Yeah, the Spider-Man's really cool. They got really good at like giving them these like mid-air dynamic poses, but still having enough stuff attached that it's not too brittle, you know?
It's like Spider-Man about to be eaten by Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just announced Gwenom, which is the Gwen Stacy merged with the Venom symbiote from one specific Earth. Yeah, you can get honey badger, you can get lockjaw, the big puppy, you can get.
I saw the Dormammu.
Yep.
Is there as like a big
Yep.
spooky model.
If
so.
you get Deadpool, he's riding a missile with whoosh in like sculpted text,
Ooh,
and he
cool.
comes with a chimichanga truck that you can chuck at someone.
That's
So
really
good,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah, that's Crossbones. So yeah, I mean, like these are the things. Like I already want to see lots of different characters I have, but I've never played the game.
Yeah.
So that's
before
the
we
next thing.
before we dive into all that, let's play a game and see if we enjoy the rules play. But before we get into all that, a reminder that everything we do is brought to you by Yoomst over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do this, so thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate it, and if you really enjoy it and you want to send us more minis, then ding. You can also check out our store at store.loadingreadyrun.com, where we got all kinds of great merchandise that you can buy with the dollar used in your bank account. And if you're watching on YouTube, what up YouTube? Be sure to dongle the bongle. You want to see more of this? Let us know down in the comments below. And maybe what are your favorite characters that you've seen?
Who's
Maybe
your
what
favorite
teams
hero?
you're rocking. You know, I was taking a peek. There's some really fun characters in there. So yeah, check that out. So yeah, this is as we talked about a kind of a skirmish style tabletop war game where the players are going to attempt to fulfill the mission parameters to score victory points, and the winner at the end of 6 rounds is the person who has the highest is
It's actually not necessarily. It's the first to get to 16, I believe.
16. Oh,
So
okay.
like you don't necessarily get to 6
Right,
rounds.
that's true, yes.
So I think that's the way they do the scoring. But yeah, we're going to try and hold some objectives and carry some other ones. But yeah, we're all learning, so it's going to be an interesting.
It's going to be a learning procedure. So before we get into the mission and all that kind of jazz, let's talk about the anatomy of a character and also show off some of the people that we're doing. So as you can kind of tell, James, shocking nobody, is playing the good hero Avenger Boys, and is being led by Cap. Yeah, that's a good-looking Captain America. This is all done with speed paints, which is like
so I
they did a really great job.
The Army Painter, it was my kind of first. I've used some Army Painter, but I've not spent a lot of time with them.
Mm-hmm.
My takeaways were like most paint sets. I liked some paint sets and not others, but you know that's Captain America.
Yeah,
and
that's what you need.
That's the best. That's the aim of a set like that is it to get it on the table and not looking like grey plastic. You know, you can look at a glance because most of the time you're going to be this far away. Then we're
Why
not
is
going
he
to be.
littering?
Damn litterer.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like he dropped his latte from Starbucks.
He was out for a walk, enjoying his latte.
Right, and then-
briefly considered trying to paint the logo on, and I was like, no.
So, as you can see, each character has their own little data card that's we're showing down in the bottom left-hand corner, and that is a lot of information.
There's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words, so don't get too bogged down by everything that's on there. But kind of the main things that we're looking at is what's in the top right-hand corner. You can see that the top 3 stats there are basically their physical attributes.
They're 3 defensive stats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got the physical, which is the fist. In the middle is the
red
energy,
one.
and then the blue one at the end is mystic.
Yes,
like
mystic,
magic.
yeah.
It's like magic.
Physical, mystic, and magic.
Doctor Strange shit. You know.
Yeah.
Right underneath it, on the top left, is their that's their HP essentially. To the right of it is how many points the model is worth when you're determining the team that you're allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath that is their height, is the size of the model.
Yes.
Because that is going to be how we're determining things like line of sight and their ability to pick up and throw terrain, which is very, very cool.
And each other.
And each other, yes. You can also just throw people. You can throw shit. It's pretty cool. And then finally, there is their movement. So this game is really, really cool. You see there's a little arrow and it says M. That means that Cap's got a medium movement.
Yeah.
And in this game, we got sticks and they're like oscillating too. So you can like, yeah, check this out. So what will happen is whenever you're moving Cap, you use this stick and you put that little grooved portion against the base. And you're going to move them the length of the stick. You can move less than that if you'd want to.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
But
you can also use the smaller movements.
You can use the smaller movements if you'd like as well. And it's oscillating so that you can track like going around corners and stuff like that. So that's that. And then to the right of it are all their attacks and their super abilities, their superhero powers. So you can see, like, for example, Cap's got 2 attacks there, and he's going to be, shocking nobody using physical attacks. So beside it is the range. So you can see that first one has 3. So he's going to use the 3 stick, because there's a stick for each length. This one has a big 3 on it. And that's going to be the range in which the attack can be done. And then beside it is the strength of the attack, so that's how many dice you'd be rolling, in this case 5. And then finally, how much energy it costs to use that attack, in this case 0. That's going to be his base thing. And then underneath it is all these kind of specialty kind of things about the attack. We're not going to get too deep into that, but that's basically how you're going to be fighting and doing damage. And then finally, underneath, those are the various super hero abilities that he's going to have. Some of them are passives, some of them are actives. Some require you to use energy, some don't. It's going to be different for every single character. So that's kind of the structure of a character, and each character has their own card. What's also cool about this, though, is, and this is something that we were talking about, every character technically has 2 cards, because on the back of the cards, when a character is knocked out, they become, this is like their second wind, essentially. After
They're like injured profile.
They're injured. They have an injured profile. So if you manage to take somebody out, they're dazed for the turn. They can't do anything else. But on the subsequent turn, now they're kind of coming up for round 2, essentially. And they might have some different abilities. They might have some different stats. So you don't have to worry too much about, like, if somebody just decides to all in one character.
Yeah.
You're at minimum going to get 2 rounds with them, which is kind of cool.
I thought that's a cool thing. So you never just get someone you spend a lot of time painting and then you're like, oh, I don't get to use them.
Yeah.
That's always a bad feel.
Not
bad.
a superhero fight without a second win, exactly.
Yeah.
But for Captain America specifically, the bottom ability. When
I can do this all day.
Yeah, like that flavor is just it's so good.
Yeah. So they might have some different abilities, and this is the place where you get to go like super flavorful and stuff like that. So
most characters seem to have a power generator that costs 0, and then a spender that costs power to do it.
Yeah, and there's going to be various ways to generate energy throughout the game.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most common ones the most common one is at the start of every round, every character is going to get 1 energy unless they've got some sort of cool passive. But also, whenever you get hit by somebody, if damage goes through, you're going to get energy equal to...
When you get hit by an enemy.
When you get hit by an enemy.
Yeah, because there are some instances where you incur friendly damage and you don't get to generate power.
Yeah, you can't hit your own guys to get a bunch of juice.
Captain America famously cracking Iron Man on the back of the head to power him. Yeah.
But for the most part, when you take damage, you're also going to get energy, which is a nice, cool balancing mechanic. If you beat the crap out of somebody, they're going to have a lot of juice.
And you can see
That's
in
Bucky,
Captain America specifically, like the shield bounce, as his attack is resolved, character gains energy equal to damage dealt.
Yeah.
So James is going through his team. He's got Captain America. He's got Iron Man. He's got the Winter Soldier, Bucky, as we talked about earlier, and then he's also got good old Carol Danvers, the Captain Marvel. Who Carol's actually really cool. She has technically 4 cards because she can super herself up. Which is really cool. Funko, on the other hand, is playing the big bad spooky villains.
Yeah, so I got the baddies who were left over, so there wasn't much to pick. My leader is Red Skull.
Makes sense.
We are playing the Cabal affiliation. So that's the interesting thing when you're forming a team. Various people have different squads they can be a part of, and usually you pick a leader of the squad you want to roll, and then at least half your team has to match that. So, as it turns out, all my guys have the Cabal affiliation, which I guess is just, it's not Hydra, it's like evil dudes that are kind of involved
Seems
in
like
Hydra.
they made sort of like a lump here, bad guys.
Yeah, just so the starter box, or like James's Avengers, I have.
And it is worth noting that you can make any amalgamation of characters if you want. You just won't be able to benefit from, you can see on Red Skull, he's got that star ability.
That's his leadership ability.
Yeah, it means that at least half or more than half.
Half or more need to have that affiliation.
Need to be within that same affiliation, which in this case is the Cabal.
So, for example, Red Skull's leadership ability is once per turn, non-grunt allied character, if they're rolling dice as part of an attack, may treat one skull as a critical instead. And then
pretty sweet.
After that attack is resolved, the character loses 1 power. If it does not lose power, it suffers a wound.
Yeah.
So It's a little buff ability.
And we'll talk about how all the dice and whatnot work when we actually get into an attack. I don't want to overload anybody with too much information and stuff.
That's my dude. So then we've also got Baron Zemo, who looks very different than his MCU counterpart. In the MCU, he's just a dude in a suit, but here he's the classic comic book look with the white gloves and the sword. So he's like a sort of speedy little melee character, I think.
Yeah.
We got Doc Ock, who he's like tipping a little potion into a test tube,
That
which I
looks
thought was
really
cool.
good.
It looks so good.
It's a really good sculpt.
These models are so good.
Yeah,
The
and the way
sculpts
they're
are
like,
really, really impressive.
he's
yeah.
like posed midair with his arms, like holding him up, is super cool. And then we've got Ultron, surprisingly not a leader. He has this like cape precariously balanced with these two things. So
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
if that survives the game, I'll be genuinely surprised. But he's a nice, fun, big model. And then he's one of the a few units in the game have them, but in the core set, he is the only one that has grunts.
He's
So
got little
he comes
buddies.
with Ultron
Little
drones.
hymns.
I really tried to find the rules as to whether they deploy at the start of the game. I can't find anything. So, Toxic, you're in chat. Do I just deploy the drones along with Ultron at the start? Because Ultron does have an ability where
spawns
when
them.
terrain gets broken, if you use this ability and the drones aren't on the board, they like fly down and you get to resummon them.
Oh,
They do.
yes.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. There you
love
go.
it. Yeah.
So you got 5 models
Yeah.
to start with, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got the grunts have their own little pseudo.
They come with their
profile
own
as
card,
well.
yeah, but they're pretty weak. They can't do any mission actions. They don't get dazed. Once they get to 0 HP, they're just dead. They do detonate and explode in the area when they
Oh,
do. So
cool.
their job is to kind of go in and then blow up.
Nice.
And then get resummoned again, I think. So, yeah, that's the teams.
I love the idea that like all 4 of the drones all just kind of shuffle around together.
All right. Great.
And there's
Okay.
like a few examples of that. Like I think Nick Fury can have like shield agents. There's
Yeah,
Hydra
that makes
soldiers,
sense.
you know.
Yeah. And they'll always activate. They get to go
Yes.
first, and then they move with Ultron, or then Ultron moves afterwards.
And if Ultron gets killed, the drones just disappear.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the characters that we're rocking with, and that is the structure of a card. So that's what we'll be sort of working with, and we've seen the different movements and all that kind of jazz.
And then one other thing is we do also have some ability cards that we get to use throughout the game. The cool thing about these is they all have unique art on the back. So like they all have, well, this is obviously not a great example of it, but each card has its own like little comic book art. These aren't secret as well, like your opponent gets to know what they are, so it's cool that each back just tells you what that card is.
Yeah. Do we want to bring up like an example
Yeah.
of one of the cards? What's the name of one?
So I have Glory of Ultron.
Glory of Ultron, so we can kind of show up. And these are cards that you can use. You can use as many as you'd like of them on one of your characters.
Yeah, during your activation, I think one of the things you can do is play a card.
Yeah.
So Glory of Ultron is an unaffiliated ability, so it doesn't have to be a team card. If Ultron is in play, I can play this card during his activation. Each enemy character within 2 range of Ultron or an allied Ultron drone must spend 1 power. For each character that spent a power, Ultron gains 1 power. And then the character that didn't spend the power suffers 1 damage. So the enemy is forced to either give me a power by sacrificing one of theirs or take damage.
Yeah,
which
so
is
these
fun.
are cool little gotcha kind
Yeah.
of things that you can grab, which are really, really neat.
And you select these when you're selecting your team. So you get to like look through the cards available and kind of put together a hand that will play with your team that you've put together. If you know what you're doing, James and I just picked 5 cards that we like the look of.
Yeah.
So,
Those are once per game.
One
just
and done,
special
yeah.
abilities.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to like draw them or anything, right? You just have access to them whenever.
No, so there's a whole thing where you form like a pack of cards and a roster of dudes and then select a smaller squad from that pool, I
Yeah,
guess.
when you're playing in like a more official setting,
guess that would
like
be
you
like-
have to
yeah,
have
like a
a
tournament
roster
setting.
list and stuff. But we're just playing with the stuff that we've got. So yeah, last but not least, let's talk about the mission, and then let's just dive right on into things. So how you do a mission is each there's actually 2 cards. And the point value, which we talked about, each character has a point value, is determined by a big number in the top left. I don't know if you actually grab these ones, but do you have like Spider Infected invade Manhattan, Paul?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, and
Oh,
these
perfect.
are sort of formed as part of forming the
Yeah.
teams too. So each player
Oh, great.
has
These
a
are a
deck.
little bit different, but yeah, they have the same info.
So one of those cards came from me, one of them came from James, and then that's kind of how you put the game
And that's
together.
how you get it. So you can see right in the center there's a big 17. Whichever card of the 2 has the higher number, that's the one that's going to be the point total. In this case, both of them have 17. So you have 17 points worth of dudes. Then you have a setup, which is like the mission itself. In this case, for example, the spider-infected one, if we go to the top down, you can see that there are 5, there's one underneath here, 5 red symbols. These all represent infected spider people. Or, yeah, people infected by spiders?
Sure.
Sure, they've got spiders in them.
That sounds like a bad time.
Yeah. So
What we should do is go up and touch those people.
yes, well, that is in fact what you have to do. So what you can do is you can interact for one of your actions to pick them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
For each
Fireman
person,
carry,
yeah,
yeah.
for each person that you're holding at the end of the round, that's 1 victory point.
Okay.
At the start of the next turn, the power phase, I believe is what it's called, you're going to do a roll, and if you roll specific things, they shimmy and they shake, and your opponent gets to move your character a small distance somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other one is deadly meteors mutate civilians. Okay, so it just sounds like
This is a bad time.
this is a bad place to be. I don't know why we're going in here.
There's one specific block of New York City. Is
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
up.
So each of these, it's weird that they're called that because each of these blue ones are origin bombs.
Okay.
So these are static, they're not going to move.
Right.
And what you can do is you can go up and interact with them
Okay.
and roll dice equal to your character's defense value.
Okay.
As long as the amount rolled of the symbols is higher than the number of healthy enemies. So in this case, if you're the
okay.
only one on there,
Right.
you only need to roll a 1 technically.
okay, right, yeah.
You now control that for the round.
Does it say higher or equal to?
It says contains more.
More. Okay.
Yeah, so higher.
So
I
you
would
did
assume.
it too,
Yeah. So yeah, and then if you control that at the end of the round, that's a victory point.
Yeah.
So you're going to be scooting around with people who have spiders in them,
Lovely.
and undetonating bombs,
Yeah,
which
so
is really
we're,
cool.
we're looking to scoop up bombs and spider people to get to 16 points.
Yeah, yeah. The bombs you can't move around.
Well, we can control them, yes.
Yeah, so you can stand on them. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's going to be your mission on this. Yeah, I don't think we really need to go too deep into anything else. I think I should just let you guys go.
I think we'll just learn as we go.
Yeah, and we'll explain what we're doing as we're kind of going along. So, did you determine whom has initiative?
I have initiative, yeah.
Okay.
So I believe the start of the game is just first activation. Is there a handy reference there?
There is a handy reference.
Yeah.
So on the phase of a round, it starts with the power phase. So
Okay.
every character is going to
Right.
get 1 power.
Right, and so
So-
we need a lot of... This game has some tokens,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
So these are they're these little individual greeny things. So I'm going to give you, I guess, do your grunts get energy?
Do they require it?
They do not require it, so I'm going to say they don't get it.
Okay. Well, we'll find out if we get corrected. We get corrected. So you get 1 per.
Cool.
All right. Now you resolve any effects that happen during the power phase, which would be that like spider thing,
Right.
or if anybody
I
has
think-
any cool abilities.
I don't think so. I think it's all going to come
Oh,
up.
right. Sorry. It's player effects, and then it's non-player effects after.
Right,
So it'd be
yeah.
player, nothing, and then non-player, spider peoples, and then it's the
Spinning wheel,
activation
yeah,
phase.
okay.
Which is basically now they're going to go back and forth, activating a model per person.
Yes.
Until all the people have gone.
Yes, we do that. Okay, so I will activate Baron Zemo.
All right, and we'll
here.
for y'all's sake, yeah, we've got the cards popping up as the characters
we
get activated. So
So he has a medium movement, so I can take the medium move token, and I don't think it. Oh, they both have curved sides. Cool. So I place it like that. I'm just going to run him towards the objective.
How close to an objective marker?
Literally was just thinking.
Where
that.
do you have to
I was
be?
like,
Do you have to be like standing right up on it?
I'm going to guess that it's within 1 or 2.
Well, so one
is the
this.
range, yeah. So I'm going to guess
Within 1.
within 1. So that's that. Now picking it up, does it say it uses an action?
It does use an act. It's interact, which I assume the things.
No, so interact is not an interaction.
It's not. Oh, great. Then
I'm
you can
pretty
just
sure.
do it for free.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm just gonna do that.
So Baron Zemo has picked up a spider
Wait to
person.
see if Toxic says I'm correct. I am. Cool. Okay, so I've moved to one of my
Thank
action.
God, Toxic is here. I knew the moment.
I was low key. I was like, please let there be someone in chat who has a clue with this game because I do not.
It will take a power to interact, though.
Oh, really? It'll take a power to drag. Well, that's worth it. So I'll pay his power. And then I don't really think... I have a pistol, but I don't think I'm close enough to anyone.
No.
Yeah. I don't think I can do a second move. I think it's just a one and done.
No, because you get 2 actions.
You get 2 actions. I just don't think you can do the
used one to.
I used one to move there.
Yeah.
It's
But
just questioning, are you allowed to
up-
double move?
Picking up the mission action isn't an action. It just costs me
okay.
power to do it. You can
You
double
can
move.
double.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
so you can just do double hits, double whatever.
Like you
Okay.
would just get up to this now, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, no way. My good buddy Paul has a bunch of Crisis Protocol terrain he could have gave me.
Oh, nice.
He's the one who sent all the Warcraft stuff.
Yeah.
So yours has 2.
Oh, because these are from my original set.
Interesting.
Oh.
I'll have to go get mine from my original set. I like the.
Yours only has one
Yeah.
Indent. Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Mine's not curved on this end.
I think,
Interesting.
and then I think you put this little check
Yes,
mark
to
to
show
identify
that
that they have
I'm-
activated.
Yeah.
So are you trying to do something with these infected people or just carry them?
You just want to hold on to them. For each one that
cuddle
you're
them,
hanging
yeah.
on to,
Yeah.
at the end of the turn, you get a victory point.
Yeah. I think Paul was asking like from a lore perspective.
Oh,
Well, I was like, are you supposed to like pick him up and like take him somewhere? But no, you just have to hold him.
yeah, for each character they control during the cleanup phase. Yep.
All right.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, thank
you
you,
can
for
only
saving
hold-
me. You're going to take me to hospital? Like, about
Yeah.
that. No, we
Yeah.
need to chill here.
We just need to
for
hang
like,
on, yeah.
I don't know, like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
and
you're just
then-
keeping them under control. Yeah. And worth noting that a character can only hang on to one spider person
Yes,
at a time.
I figured
Yeah.
that was the
You
case,
can't.
yeah.
You can't double. You can't
That's
double.
bullshit.
no double parking spider infected.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
All right.
My turn.
Yeah. Who are you activating?
I'm gonna activate.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so it's because with the rules, technically on mine, because they have 2 curve bits, you would be allowed to place it on the tip of the corner, which is further than recessing it into the back.
okay.
So they were like, this is silly. We're just going to make it flat so that you can't do that.
That's fair.
yeah.
All right, I'm going to activate my good buddy Bucky, the Winter Soldier, and I'm going to go ahead and move Bucky up to here, and then I'm going to use my second move because I guess theoretically,
Yeah, I think you're fine.
okay. So I can take that. So I'm basically going to do the exact same thing Funko did, right?
Makes sense.
So
He's learning turning point 1.
Play the objective, yeah.
so yeah, and then I'm going to move. Yep, I'll move up to this.
So this is less like saving the spider. The
Yeah, you're just keeping them under
people,
control.
and more
More
just
spider
giving them
friends.
piggyback rides.
Maybe it's like keeping them away from people so that it doesn't spread.
And that requires
power to pick up the objective requires a power, yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right, you got a guy. So then we'll put that right on you, and now Funko's turn.
Yeah, I wonder who's got my longest range shot.
I want to know, like, if you get hit, do you
Pretty much all 4.
drop them?
If you get dazed, you do, and
Yeah.
then you drop it within small, I think, and the opponent might choose where to drop it. There's specific.
There
rules.
we go.
Yeah.
So a character that picks up an objective token is holding that token. Place it on the character's stat card. Well, I mean, I like this better. When a character holding one or more objective is dazed or KO'd, they drop the objective token they were holding. When a character drops a token placed onto the battlefield within range 2 of the character that was holding it, and the opposing player that dropped the token the opposing player of the character that dropped the
Yes.
tokens gets to choose where they
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Neat.
yeah. So you like punch it out of their hands.
Yeah.
You get to place it.
So yeah, it's also important to mention that the ranges where it says the range, those aren't like inches or whatever. Those are the different
No,
range
they-
Yeah, they're the
increments.
actual.
the range slider or marker or whatever.
Yeah, so those aren't. So they're not like.
Here's a question.
A 3 is quite a bit farther than a 2.
Yeah, they don't represent a number value as far as I know. Here's a question. So units have 2 actions. We discovered that I am allowed to double move. Can I move Ultron twice and then pick up, like, can I move, and then do a mission action?
I think so.
I think that's okay. It's,
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't
not like
cost
your
you
act
anything because you're allowed to like
ends
move, and then use your like
ability.
card, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point. Do I want to do
I think
any
it's
of
just like within the activation you can do any amount of shit. It's just you're only allowed 2 actions.
that? Right, okay. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm going to move. I'm going to activate Ultron. I'm going to do move to there. And then I'll move him a lesser amount. So just behind there, and then I'll use his power to pick up the objective.
It's a good point. Can you throw people?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you throw your
Or there's
spider-infected civilians?
Usually the abilities, you need abilities to throw people. I think the standard thing is you can push people or pull them.
But what about these spider-infected
I think they're asking,
civilians?
can they throw the
Oh.
objectives? And I don't think
You could
can.
drop it. I don't think you can throw it. I think you can drop it within like a small and have another character pick it up, I guess.
Yeah. So you moved Ultron, right? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. We just got Bucky still up there. Who are you activating?
Yeah, right. Sorry.
All right, I will go ahead and activate Carol.
Let's see that for a second.
Miss Marvel.
It's Captain Marvel to you.
So I'm going to go ahead
And
and
Ms. Marvel's
move
different.
Right. That is a different character.
And just move to
That's also the
here.
benefit of like, wasn't a great idea naming like 17 different characters,
Marvel,
some variation
yeah.
of Marvel. Yeah.
That.
I understand the branding, but still.
All right, so I've taken that.
Oh right. You're so the Ultra with these. You were supposed to move the drones first.
Oh, yeah, good call. I probably wasn't going to do anything with them because they're range.
You can just like run them up or something.
They're range 3, so I don't think I can actually reach anyone. So that was the thing I was just looking at. It's definitely 2 actions per turn because Toxic mentioned you could move super. Oh, I see. You were doing different examples, right? Those are okay. Yeah, I get it now. We'll just move them there, and then
Can the drones pick up people?
no, they can't do
They
mission.
can't do any mission actions. They're here to fight and explode.
I'll just move them like that. There we go.
Great. So,
Yeah, they also get one. Yeah.
So James went. So now it's your activation.
Yes, because that's technically 2.
That
So
was
okay.
one. Yeah.
So Captain Marvel also picked up a person?
Yeah.
Wonder if we can actually get to doing any damage this time.
Do we have my new beats playing, Paul?
Yeah.
Sick.
What is B in front of a?
They're a little quiet.
B is for like bleed or something? Oh, it's beam. Sorry, it's beam. That's right. Beam attacks work differently. They like draw a line.
Beam
through
is it hits
people.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. Cyclops style.
Hey kids. B is for beam.
It's pretty 4. Oh, it's pretty 4. Pretty long. It is also pretty 4. But that's still.
It's for a B attack.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. It would also probably cost. Yeah, it costs way too much power. Oh no, that's a free one. Okay. All right. I guess I'll just truck him up as well. A lot of what's been happening.
Here comes Doc.
I just hope James doesn't have AOE. Cool. So
Or
he
some sort of bouncing shield.
is retaining. He is retaining his power because he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But he does get the tick of activation. Go.
All right, can I shoot your little drones?
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
don't know if I can.
I was wondering, we got to get our first
I don't know if I
attack
can-
roll.
If I can reach that though, so like I go to here,
Who's that guy?
and then I have
Iron
this is
Man.
Iron Man, and then my repulsor is a distance of 4.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah.
You're touching the model.
All right.
All right,
Yay.
so what attack are you using?
So the only attack I can use is my repulsor Mark II. So that's the top
Okay.
ability there. And so it has a range of 4. It has an attack of 5. So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Okay.
This is an energy, so you're going to be rolling
Yep.
whatever your
2.
yellow. And so after this attack is resolved, this character gains energy equal to the number of hits, like damage dealt. After this attack is resolved, if it did not deal damage, I at least get 1.
Okay.
And if I roll the swirly bit, which is the wild, I can push, which reads before damage is dealt, this character pushes a target a small amount away. So
cool.
one of the small things away.
All right, so how an attack roll ends up going, you've declared your target, you paid your cost if there was one, you make your dice pools, which we've done as well. Now you're going to roll the attack dice. Woo! And roll the defense dice. So first things first, we've got a bunch of different symbols, and they're all really weird looking.
And
So we first off, we can show right here. It's a little bit hard to see because they're D8s and they have teeny symbols, but we've got the defense dice symbols. So both teams are rolling the exact same dice. On an attack, the defense dice don't do anything. Kind of like if you've ever watched us play Hero Quest, for example, it's all the same dice. The defense dice are, if you're on the defense, you get to defend. A skull represents what's called a dead die. There are going to be multiple effects that allow you to do things like re-roll die or add more die to your pool. If you have a dead dice, that means that this can't be one of the dies that you re-roll. We have a hit symbol, which is exactly what you'd think. It's a hit on an attack. It's nothing on a defense roll. And then wild symbol, which is both hit and defense. The other two things that you'll find on this dice are criticals, which are a big exclamation point, which allow you to add an extra die later on to your pool. And then there's finally just a blank side, which is nothing. Just do nothing. So in this case, we've got
2 hits.
2 hits, essentially, and we've got none defenses. So now once you've done that, you have the ability to modify dice. So if there are any sort of criticals or anything like that, this would be an opportunity to do that, or use abilities that your character might have, like superhero powers.
So before damage is dealt, I did roll the swirly dice. So that means I can push the target character a small length away.
Does that happen after?
Well, so that so this would be this is modifying dice.
Yeah.
So if you do you have anything that modifies your dice?
No.
Then we move on.
Yeah.
If there's any, now is where you calculate the successes or failures, in which case you've done. Then you resolve effects before damage, which is the thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, James,
Yeah.
does Iron Man have any energy right now?
I have 1 energy.
There's 1 power.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's got that Jarvis ability. It says that, no, wait, that says another allied character. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I,
we're
I
all
was
good.
just I was just checking for purposes. You are allied with yourself, just so you know.
There you go. Cool. But the flip side is from the looks of it, he's not going to need to waste any ability power because he's got a kill right now.
Well, no, I have
you
3
have
health.
3 health.
I have
on
3
it.
health.
Okay.
So what I can do is push.
I think push has to be in a straight line. You can't angle the bender.
All right.
I don't know what we're calling it. The movement marker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be in a straight line.
I like the
Pushes.
bender. Please insert girder.
Maybe not bender.
No?
No.
Does it mean something?
Yes.
Like going on a bender?
It does mean that.
Yeah.
In the UK, it means something very different, and it's a slur.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm learning things about different cultures. Great. So you will take 2 damage,
Yes.
which
so
I said before. I said I'm going to grab a bunch of spin downs.
we did not do that.
So I'm going to go grab those.
okay.
But that is
the
the
game comes with these like little wound tokens.
which is how you'll do normally. But for y'all's sake,
yeah,
we figured.
for camera's sake. Yeah.
So yeah, that's an attack.
Cool.
Easy
so
peasy.
I'll move that to there because that's with him. The objectives stay.
And then you'll get a little marker there for you.
Little marker.
And then they're on 1 HP.
I'm going to grab some spin downs.
Cool.
Continue.
All right. So then Funko.
Was that you? Oh, you moved.
that was
you
me.
moved
That
and
was
then-
me in
yeah,
move and
yeah,
attack.
yeah.
So
Okay.
it is now.
This is my final activation,
your
and you've
final-
got Cap to go after.
Yeah.
that. I have a Cosmic Burst. Maybe I could get to popping Iron Man back. Probably not though, because the drones were too far forward, and you only just got contact.
There's so many abilities.
There's a lot, yeah. I'll move Red Skull to there, and then I'll move again. Oh, I guess I have to place this because. I'll just go there. It's a bit short. And then I will pay his 1 power to pick up the infected.
There you go.
Right. Are all the spider infected now piggybacking?
Everybody's got one. Yeah.
Yes.
I realized that most people don't really have more HP than 6, so we could actually just use these
Yeah.
guys.
It's surprisingly low amount of health.
Cool. All right. So you move to here, huh?
Oh yeah, did you gain power for doing damage to me.
No, I didn't. That's a
No.
good point. So I gain
My
2.
if it was a normal character, I would have gained power for getting damage, but grunts don't gain power.
Thank you. Yeah. So after this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt, which was 2. So I gain.
Great. Yeah, and like you said, if it was a not grunt character, Funko would also get some energy for that.
Yes.
For getting hit.
Yeah, which is a cool thing. So, like, if you do damage to a character and get them down low but don't kill them, what you've effectively done is then powered up their next attack, which is a fun mechanic.
Yeah.
Ben, unmute yourself.
Great. Okay.
Okay. So I will activate Mr. Rogers.
Cap.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get within.
Ben, you're muted.
Yeah, Toxic was saying that this is kind of how the started turns go as you jockey for position. And also, like, we have a bunch of ability cards, but these are all single use, so I don't know that you want to be blowing those turn 1 unless you have a good reason for it.
Owie.
So interestingly, the like how to play video we watched was based on the older version,
Yep.
and Cap also had a punch in the older version.
Oh, okay.
Like he had to punch, throw shield, and then do a thing. But it looks like he lost his punch and he just throws shields now, which is kind of
My
interesting.
mans don't punch no more. Wow, you're getting right up in there.
Okay.
All right. I think that is everybody's.
Oh, yeah, we would have added one to Red Skull and one to Cap
Yeah,
at the end. So
but we're at the end.
Cool.
So now we go finally to the cleanup phase, and then that is an entire round. So during the cleanup phase, let's just make sure we do all the things. Players are going to score their victory points. So in this case, I believe Funko is going to get 3,
Yep.
and James is going to get 2. And then nobody went to control. I guess you're around it and you're going to interact with them
Right.
later.
I forgot that you have to do something. So do you have to pay power to do that as well?
It says interact, yeah, in the same way. So I imagine you'd have to pay a power as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like anytime you want to interact, you have to pay 1 power.
Okay.
I was realizing, James, could you have used
could you have
Captain
thrown?
America's power?
Yeah, you're close enough to Red Skull.
To assist.
Oh,
Well, he
had
double moved.
He did have to double move to get there.
Yeah.
Could you have used a power from the first move though?
What?
Well, he didn't do that, and we've moved on. So,
Yeah, I'm just curious. Could Captain America's
I
power
thi-
have helped Iron Man?
You
If
got
he
the
could've
added
reached
benefit of
him-
you got backseat Paul. So
Which power?
So his 0 cost one has a range, right?
No,
What's-
his Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Once per turn, when an ally character is attacking during the modified dice step, if there are 1 or more hits results in the attack, you may spend a power. If it does, it changes what. Yeah. So like I could have used
You could have cashed in the power that he had.
to kill the drones.
to kill the drones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to do that?
No, it's fine. I didn't do it, so that's fine.
It literally doesn't matter. Like, if you wanted to do that, because then you would take them out.
No, it's fine. Yeah, because I could have just changed one.
Maybe he
of the
wants to
things.
bank his power for. He's got a 4 power attack.
That's the thing, right? And the drones do get. Ultron has an ability to resummon them,
No, that's fine.
which is when a terrain feature is destroyed by an allied effect. If the drones aren't in play, I can then place the drones down. Oh, that's just it happens.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool.
But it has to be destroyed by something an ally does, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. So then we're going to resolve any effects that happen during the cleanup phase for players and then non-players. Which is nothing here.
No one had any status effects, so I don't believe so.
Yep. And
Oh, hang on, that's not true.
Oh, we've got some special abilities.
Oh no, that costs me a thing. Never mind. Yep, no, never mind.
And then if anybody's dazed or has special conditions on them, they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
If they are knocked or if they are dazed, which is they've taken the total of their thing, then their card would now be flipped over.
Yep, and they reactivate.
If a player who has activated the last character during the activation has the priority, so they pass it to their opponent. So in this case,
I would pass it to James.
James is now going to be on the initiative on the next turn. Move all the activated tokens, and then we move the round token to the next mission. So we're going into round 2.
So, our little spider friends just keep hanging out here.
Yes. So now what's going to happen is we move into the power phase.
Okay.
So everybody's going to get 1 power token.
Right.
Give you all a bunch here. You'll need 4. You're good?
Yep.
Cool. Now we're going to resolve any player effects that happen during the power phase. So do you guys have any powers that you need to use during this time?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Then it's time to untap Upkeep Spiders. So let's just go one by one, starting with Zemo. So what's going to happen now is you are going to roll 1 die for each character you control holding a spider. Oh, you do it all in just one go. That's nice. So in their case, you're going to roll 3 dice, Funk.
Well, do we need to know which one is for which?
I
Or
guess.
they just take damage? If...
I guess, yeah, it probably makes more sense to do it one by one.
So
So
we'll
yeah,
do
just roll 1 die.
Zemo?
So we're doing Zemo. If the result is a exclamation point, a wild, or a damage, that character is now going to advance small. So you get to scoot Zemo somewhere, a small amount. So I really like that a lot of these, like, somebody's getting pushed or
Sure,
whatever
wanna
kind of effects.
Do that?
This is
Wouldn't you want it closer to you?
I guess.
Well, it depends, I guess.
Depends.
It looks
If I
like
want a
Zemo likes to
fighter.
be in melee, right? And so I don't know.
yeah, no, that's true, I guess, yeah.
this is a representation of that character having to run around.
Yeah, you can bend it, so pushes and pulls have to be straight, but advances, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I appreciate that they have them named differently.
Boop. You're over here now.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, let's do. I guess we should probably go back and. Is it all?
Oh, so I roll for Zemo, then I roll for Red Skull.
Players roll 1 die for each. Yeah, so I guess it's probably like it's every character all at once, right? The player with priority chooses the order. So I assume you
And then we go back and forth, I suppose.
resolve any non-player effects. The player with priority chooses the order. So I guess it's like you can say you roll yours first, I guess, and
Or
then you get to
did
roll
he
yours.
choose literally the order? So like now he gets to choose who I roll next.
I would say you, like you're going through each. So you're saying who the order of which this is being resolved. So in your
Oh.
case now, he's saying you do all yours, so you can
Okay.
choose them in whatever order.
Red Skull got a skull,
Skull is nothing.
Okay.
Red Skull's chilling,
and then
Ultron.
Wild.
Wild. So you get to scoot Ultron somewhere.
So that's another Scooty Scoot.
Yeah,
That's
he's
another
just
Scooty
hanging
Scoot.
out behind there. That's interesting because you could scoot him out. I mean, there's probably no one that's going to shoot him, but I specifically put him there to give him cover.
Yeah.
And like
I mean,
you can
Bucky's got a
kinda-
gun.
Bucky's got a gun.
I'm imagining this like this is sort of a yakety sax kind of running after these stupid
Okay.
spider people.
Okay, so you do all players at one time,
Yeah.
and then James rolls.
Now
for his.
James is gonna run, so you can roll
So-
yours for Carol.
Skull.
Skull is
You're
nothing.
good.
Okay, Bucky. Bang.
Yep. So Bucky's gonna scoot somewhere.
Okay. Interesting.
So you could, yeah. So I guess you could move somebody out from behind cover or move somebody into cover so that they can't. So they have to move before they can shoot or
Uh-oh.
something. I
Scooting them
guess.
together. AOE attack.
Cool.
Are there AOE's? I guess there probably are.
I would assume so.
There's area and then beam. So area is just usually I think the way it works is it says area range and it's just everything in that range around them.
Yeah,
is
and then
hit.
the other ones will have
And then
beam.
beam is you place it, and then you can line people up and be like. So if, for example, James like shot through here, he could hit these two with the beam. It's anyone their base touches it. So
Oh,
you can
nice.
try to like conga line them up and get like a sick combo.
Lightning bolt configuration.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So we have done all that. Now it is James's start to the activation.
Yep.
In the not power phase, the activation phase.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, that certainly went faster than Turning Point 1 and
It helps when it's
Kill
4
Team.
models
Yeah, it's-
versus like 10.
Yeah,
Low
yeah.
low
What I'm
activation count.
getting is that when we play Kill Team again, I should just go back to playing Custodes.
yeah.
Actually, I just saw one of the Kill Team YouTube creators I follow just did a video about are elites in Kill Team terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's paraphrasing a bit, but that seems to be the discussion at the moment is like, how good is that activation advantage? And the short version is real good.
Yeah.
All right. What do I want?
I think this turn is going to be a lot of throwing stuff and powers and such.
Yeah, I kind of want to blow the crap out of Zemo.
Do you have to pay power to throw things?
I assume so.
Typical MC game lasts 90 minutes or less. Oh, okay.
Well, we can.
I think we'll be a solid 2+ hours with our learning stage.
Yes. Yeah. If James decides to throw something, we can go through all the throw
but-
rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I could throw I could throw a thing.
Well, the reason I asked is that a lot of our abilities are expensive in terms of power. So I think probably turn 2 we're going to be using our generators, I would guess, to start amassing power. Although I guess if we start taking damage, we're going to
Yeah.
generate power that way too.
So if you want to throw a terrain feature, it's going to be destroyed and removed from the battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay. The character's controller positions the movement tool with one end touching the character performing the throw. Don't use the pivot point on the movement tool. It has to be straight. The first terrain feature or character contacted or overlapping by the movement tool suffers the effects of a collision with the thrown terrain feature. Ignore any terrain feature the throwing character is overlapping with when determining collisions. If a character is overlapping a terrain feature, blah, 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 blah. So if the thrown feature collides with another terrain feature of smaller size, the terrain feature is also going to get blown up. And yeah, then basically if the thrown feature collides with the character, they make a dodge.
And the damage is the size +1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So terrains all have size values, which is actually written on the bottom of all these ones. So for example, I assume you're looking at throwing the caterpillar there.
Maybe, or I could throw the trash.
So
could throw the
I think the
dumpster.
cars, the dumpsters are 2, the forklift I think are 3, and the house is 4.
Forklift is a 3 and the house is a 4.
Yeah.
So you can only throw something that is your character's size or less.
So yeah, like I could throw this trash bin.
Yeah, I think all you guys are 2, right?
Yeah. At
Except
Skull?
wouldn't it collide with the...
It'll collide with the.
Oh yeah,
pole.
with the
Traffic?
thing.
You could throw the pole at them.
That's true. I could just throw the pole at him.
But that's going to... Those are only 1, so
Could
it's going to
also
do
just-
2 damage. Whereas I think if you
Yeah.
just walk up and punch me, it's probably going to be more.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to activate Iron Man actually.
Okay.
This turn, and I'm just going to go ahead and use his focused unibeam
Unibeam.
targeting Zemo,
So it costs.
or not Zemo, Red Skull.
Yep.
It costs 3 energy.
4 energy.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So this is the third one down. So this has a range of 5, 7 dice.
Is it a beam attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you can hit anybody extra using this.
No.
No. And then, so it also reads when rolling additional dice for the exclamation ones, roll 2 additional dice instead of 1,
Ooh.
which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And those do 2 damage.
yeah.
Let's build those pools.
All right,
Well,
so-
the exclamation points add more dice to the pool. They deal 1 damage and add an extra dice.
Yes.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
but
Yeah.
the-
It's not that they deal 2 damage.
This particular ability, though, it says they go.
Oh,
they do-
gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's build some dice pools. So what's the strength of yours?
7.
And what kind of attack? It's an
This
energy
is
attack?
energy attack.
All right. So what's the pool
3.
for? 3 for Red Skull.
All right, here we go.
Well,
that sucks.
Wow, that was a pretty bad
That's
roll.
the worst roll.
You literally got nothing.
No,
What?
You got 1. You got
There's a wild.
I got a wild.
You got 1 wild.
All right, so I rolled 1 save and a crit. Does crits matter on defense?
I don't think so.
What? This game sucks.
Oh, they do. Yeah, there you go.
get to roll
so
another
you get to
dice.
roll an extra defense.
Oh,
dice.
yeah, of course, right.
That makes sense.
Nothing. So I got 1 save,
can't
and
do
that's
that.
1 save as well.
Ugh.
Oh, crits
You want to
explode,
modify
okay.
your dice in any way?
It doesn't. It won't do it. The only modified dice I think I have, I can't do because I didn't roll.
Oh, right. You didn't even roll any hits.
I didn't roll a hit. I rolled a
Yeah.
wild, so I can't even use Earth
Dang.
Mightiest Heroes to change 1 dice, which wouldn't even do all that.
Brutal.
And you use up all your power, so you can't use Jarvis's thing. Oh, no, and Jarvis's wouldn't work on you anyway.
No. Damn. Okay. Cool
That's
game.
tough, man.
Cool game.
Okay, so nothing happens.
Well, okay. So I can still move, I guess, because that was my
Yeah, and
attack.
you can do the other. You could do the other attack that costs nothing.
That's
right?
true. You've only done
That's
1
true.
action.
Yeah.
So you can just shoot him again.
Yeah, I could just shoot him again, and I probably
Pew,
want.
pew.
Yeah, I guess I just want to do that because I need to get some.
Toxic
energy back.
says if it makes you feel any better, he did a 12 dice attack and got all skulls and blanks last weekend.
Jesus.
Very brutal.
All right, so I will attack with Repulsor Mark II. Roll again.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a wild.
So hold on. He's got to roll his defense dice.
Yeah.
too.
So what attack is it? Mystic again? Or energy? Sorry.
Yeah, this is another energy attack.
Nothing.
Nothings. Okay, so you've got a wild and a crit, so you're going to get to explode that critical.
So I get to roll again.
That's another hit.
That's another hit.
Very nice. All right. Any modifying of dice?
I guess I could change. So once per turn, when an allied character is attacking during the modified dice step, if there are one or more hit results, which there are, I may spend 1 energy. If it does, it changes one of the results to any other result that you get to pick. So like could I just make it that and then roll again? Or no?
Well, I would assume that you can turn one of these into something else.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You have to match a dice symbol that you got from the
Yeah.
sound of it.
Now, this is done after the critical phase, so I would assume you don't get to add another critical.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yeah. Rerolls are never
Yeah.
never active.
So you can just turn one of your nothings into another.
But you have Iron Man has to pay the energy, not
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Captain
Cap.
America.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
you got net energy.
yeah. So I think you're just putting damage on me.
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
3 damage. How much health does
He starts with 6, so he's
6?
on 3.
So he's down to 3.
Plus a push, right? You didn't
No,
get a
that was
wild.
his other ability. Wasn't
No,
it?
that's this one.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Did you want to push him? It's supposed to do it before the damage, but it's fine if you don't want.
Yeah. I mean, I'll push him. Get
He
away.
loves to shove.
Get away from me. I'm just gonna push him over here.
So the way pushes work is different than that. So the way pushes work is you take that, for example. Correct me if I'm wrong, Toxic. I think I'm doing this correctly. You lock it like this. You place it so that the bases go either side of the base, and then you can go anywhere in a straight line within that value. So, because if you think about it, right, it's a push. You can't push him and then move him 90 degrees perpendicular. That doesn't make any sense, right? So you kind of have to aim it in
anywhere
a
from this
cone.
right angle, you're allowed to scoop.
I believe this is correct.
That looks right.
And if it's a pull, it's the same thing but reversed. Yeah, this pushes away, so that's how you resolve it. You make sure you use the long tool for the best optics. Oh, okay, right, because the actual size of it doesn't really matter.
Right, so you
but
can-
you're
It makes
basically
sense.
locking it to show you like the 40,
Yeah.
the 90 degrees, right, 245-degree angles that you have access to.
So he can go here.
So then you take the small, right, because it's
Yeah.
a small push, and you set that straight, and then you push him in a straight line anywhere within that range
Cool.
away from you. That's kind of the way it works.
That makes sense.
And I think this is also the sort of thing where, like, once you get used to it, you don't need to set up these guides. You just know that they go small backwards.
I ended
in
up
that direction.
I ended up not finishing Midnight Suns, and this is making me want to re-download
Midnight Suns
it.
is really.
It was a good game.
It takes a while to get going, but once you build the
I got
decks-
quite far, and it was
Yeah.
just, but it did the Fire Emblem thing for me, where the game is really
Yes.
fucking long, and
Yep.
so another game came along, and I was like, all right, I'll take a break and
Yeah.
go play this, and then I'm like, right, I don't remember what's going on in
Yeah,
this.
and it does force you to do a lot of those interactions
Yeah.
in between.
He keeps his spider friend.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Spider friend.
Okay.
It's only if they get knocked down, I think, that they
Yep.
lose their spider.
Okay. So I get 3 energy for that.
Oh, and I also get energy because I took damage
And then
Yes.
from an
You
enemy
took
ability.
3.
Yeah. So I gain
That's a check mark.
3
on-
energy.
That's a check mark on ye old Iron Man.
Nice.
I
Probably
am-
not what you wanted to have happen, but I mean, hey.
I pushed him away.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you're up. Pardon me.
Okay. All right. I'm worried that Red Skull is going to die. So I should probably try and do something with him. Oh, okay, that's cool. So his team ability, you just get to use once per turn? Oh, that's fun. Okay. I can afford his big ability. Let me see, how does this work? Well, after this attack resolve, this character may make an additional reality bounce to attack without paying the cost. This additional attack must target the character within 2 of the original targets. Oh, no shit, really? Oh, this ability rules. Okay, here's what's up. We're going to activate Red Skull. I'm going to, for his first thing, I'm going to use... I want to do it first before moving. I think I do. I'm going to use Reality Bows to me, so it's going to cost me 4 energy.
Whoa.
Okay.
So this is a mind attack. It uses 7 dice for the attack. It costs me 4 power and has 4 range, which I'm going to cast it on Captain America.
Okay.
It's not a beam. It's just a.
Nope, just a ranged attack. The special is if I get a crit, a wild, and a hit, reality rupture occurs, which says after this attack is resolved, the character may make an additional reality bows to me attack, which is the thing we're doing, without paying the power cost. This additional attack must target a character within 2 of the original character that has not been targeted by reality bows to me.
Oh, so if you get that
So
exact
I get to
dice
do it
roll-
on Cap, and if I hit the jackpot, I get to do it on Winter Soldier as well.
So you have to have one of each of those.
I
or
need
at least-
a crit, a wild, and a hit.
How
And
many
I've
dice
got
you get?
7
You
dice
get
to do
7
it.
dice.
That's doable.
That's not bad. I'm a gambling man,
And
you know.
this is a bluey attack.
It is a blue, yes.
Okay, so I got 3 dice.
Damn it, I didn't get a wild. But I did get a crit.
Okay, so yeah, we've done that. So yeah, now we apply the. That's a good amount of hits, though.
Well, the save,
right,
the
there.
2 saves aren't, so it's actually just 3 hits right now.
Okay.
All right, give me the wild. Come on. Right, because that's all I need.
Oh!
I
James, you
knocked-
should roll like this.
Yeah.
I knocked that, but I think it was still blank. So I think
was.
that's...
Yeah, you're fine.
So we got it. So I got 2 hits, 3 hits with the crit and the wild. James, what did you...
I rolled 1 defense.
Once per turn, I can treat 1 skull. I didn't roll any skulls, so that doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I don't have to use that. Okay, so that's... Yeah, I'm not modifying it at all, I don't think.
So 3 damage is going to go through. Yeah.
You hit for 4?
4.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Cap, how much HP does he get left?
3.
3. Okay. And you're going to get 3 juice for Cap.
Oh yeah, I guess I am powering him up. Ooh.
I love this. I
get-
really like this mechanic.
It's really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You hit them.
actually, in hindsight, maybe pumping 2 of James's characters that haven't activated yet
It's-
with a bunch of free money.
Maybe. Who
Maybe
knows?
This is just like the rookie mistake of the year. I love it. Let's find out. Okay, so now I do the same attack against Winter Soldier and do 7 dice. Same thing, mind. So whatever his mind stat is.
Hold on, characters. You're within 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be within 3 to attack me.
What?
It says stealth.
Oh.
I am within 3 though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Bucky has an ability
Oh.
called Stealth.
I actually, I wonder. Oh, it is treated as an additional attack. So yeah, if it was slightly further range, I wouldn't have been able to hit him.
He had just the perfect storm to hit Bucky.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so I'm rolling again because this is just
Wait.
a full-on separate.
How many times can this happen? If you had like a whole group and you kept doing
After
it.
this attack is resolved, may make an additional attack. Oh, it does say they can only be attacked once, so I couldn't
Right.
then go back onto Cap afterwards.
But if there was
Yes,
a big group and
you
you
could
just
do,
wow,
yeah.
cool. Red Skull's got the fucking Gatling gun.
So Red Skull has an ability that lets him. It does say allied character. Is that not himself?
You are allied.
You are allied with
Oh, you are
yourself.
allied with yourself? Okay. So when I'm rolling an attack, it may treat 1 skull as a crit instead. If it does so, after the attack is rolled, the attacking character loses 1 power. If it does not lose power, it loses 1 wound instead. So it's just whether I want to buff this to try and put more damage on, I guess. Sure, I'm going to use it because the thing is, if Red Skull dies, I can't use that ability anyway. So I'm going to use it on himself for this attack.
Do you have to do it before?
I don't know. That's why I'm declaring it now because it just says when
Which
they're
one
rolling.
are you doing?
My Cabal is only for the strong. It's his leadership ability. So once per turn, a non-grunt character, if they're rolling for an attack roll, it may treat 1 skull as a crit. If it does, you have to pay power or take damage afterwards.
Yeah,
So I
seems
think
like
I
you're
just
doing it
declare
now.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just try and use it to put more damage through.
Okay,
Unless
here we
it
go.
explicitly says another allied character. Okay, cool. So I did get a crit.
Goose egg.
And I did get a skull, which I can now treat as a crit thanks to that leadership ability. So that's 2 crits. And I don't currently have a wild. So we do need to roll a big wild on this. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you
Because I can't do it anyway. Yeah, so it's just
Yeah,
another
now,
hit.
instead you've only got 6 damage.
Yeah.
Did Bucky just get blasted?
Yep.
You
Well,
don't-
he got dazed. So
Yes.
he's not out.
Yes, but yeah.
But that's 6 damage, yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, so So that means I don't get to use Bucky this turn?
Yes.
He's knocked out this
He's
turn.
knocked out for this turn. I don't know what the dazed one is.
Oh, in the book it has a legend at the front with all the things. I don't either. That's the only reason I'm suggesting it.
Stun, bleed, stagger. There's so many different kinds. Dazed. Oh, dazed is this one.
Okay.
Blanc.
And then
Okay.
he drops
He drops the person.
this, and
And you get to choose. It's 2 away from that.
oh, so it's not that. It's this way.
Yeah.
So I can choose to drop it towards me
Yep. Seems like it.
within 2. So
Yep.
I'll just put it there. Like,
James, you dropped your spider.
Damn it, that was my spider.
oops. Oh. What's the other side mean?
Toxic mentioned that you do that that ability after you roll the dice before you resolve the crits. So you could actually decide whether to do it or not, depending on whether you.
Oh,
have the
like you
spells.
roll and you're like, oh, this ability wouldn't have any effect right now.
Oh, I see. So I don't
use
have
it.
to spend
Yeah.
it. Oh, I see
Wow.
what you mean.
We're just so used to
Yeah.
Warhammer, where it's like you got to make this choice now before you have any information.
Okay, so do I flip over this card?
Not yet. Not
yet.
until the end.
When we ready.
Do I get energy or...
You
So
will-
you
yes.
yes.
Yeah, you would still get the
You
energy.
get energy the amount of hit points you have. So you don't. You would get 6.
Here you go.
So it's gonna come back super energetic anyway.
Yeah, he's going to come back ready to rock.
Bucky's full of juice.
Okay.
Okay. James.
So that was my first action.
Oh, that was right. Yeah.
So can I just use another attack? I can't use the same attack multiple times, but there's nothing to stop me using
Yeah.
a different attack, right?
Yeah.
So I could just blast Cap with Cosmic Burst.
Sure.
I don't see why not. Before choosing this target, whether this attack type is mind or energy. What is Cap's? Are they the same?
For what?
Mind and energy.
Energy is 4, mind is 3.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
Is he just like blasting people with the Tesseract? Is that what's
I
going on?
think he's, yeah.
Go.
I could use the same if I had another 4 energy, but I can instead
I
just
do
use
have
the
an...
full one.
He does have an ability that says Perfect Block for 2 energy. When this character is targeted by attack, it may use
can
the
reduce
superpower.
damage.
I can add 2 dice
Oh, cool.
to my
okay.
defense.
Oh,
roll.
that's
Neat.
So,
Well, there's no point shooting Winter Soldier because once they're dazed, they're effectively
can't, yeah.
invulnerable.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's the question: is do I want to shoot Cap? I feel like the Red Skull is one good shot away from death. So, moving him up to try and contest the bomb, probably not going to cut it. I think I'll just shoot Captain America again. So this is a range 4, which that is definitely within that.
yeah.
I feel like the question, do I want to shoot Captain America?
Coming from Red Skull.
Red
yeah,
Skull, the answer
exactly,
is
yeah.
always yes. Yeah.
Okay, I gain power equal to damage dealt, and if I get a wild, you will gain the shock special condition.
So which kind of attack is
Sorry,
this?
I'm doing mind or I.
So then I am going to use that superpower so that
Okay.
I can roll 2 additional dice.
Okay. So I'm
I can roll
attacking with
5.
5, and you're defending
Defending
with
with
5.
5.
Yeah, cool. I
For
will-
reference, the shock ability is the character rolls
Yeah.
1 fewer attack die when making an attack roll.
Oh, cool. That will happen after this combat, though, so that's fine. I may or may not use my team ability. I guess I decide that after I roll. That is not good.
I rolled 2 defense.
I rolled a single attack, which means the team ability doesn't matter because that's if you do various
The
things.
team ability is once per turn anyway. You already used it last.
Well, no, so... Oh, I guess I did use it last turn anyway. Yes, you're right. Good point. So anyway, I just fail. That's, yeah, deflected. Which
Good job, Cap.
Makes sense.
He's got a big ass shield.
Cool. That's the end of his activation, so he gains a tick.
All right, James.
Okay.
Cap attack.
I mean, yeah, that's I think what I'm going to do. Do I have to move to attack with Cap on second within 3?
Oh, that was the other victory condition. So it's whoever's got the most points at turn 6, whoever gets the 16 victory points first, or if you table the other.
Right, yeah. Tabling makes sense.
Right. I would have had to take 1 damage. Good call. Because of the team ability. If I can't pay the power afterwards, I have to take 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
So it goes from 3 to 2. Thank you.
all right.
That's a good catch.
He's within reach.
So, yeah, so I'm going to activate
Captain
Steve here.
America.
Yep.
And I'm just going to use Shield Bounce, because that's the only thing I can use.
Yep.
That's 5 dice. This is a physical fisty attack.
Oh, other one, Paul.
Oh, right.
And yeah, this has got the possibility for a bounce.
That's true, I guess. If everyone has 1 life the first time they go down, it's probably pretty hard to actually table people.
Oh, you got 1 crit and 1 wild. That's a pretty good defense roll. All right, explode those crits.
Yeah, so I get to do nothing.
No. So I got 1. Oh, 2, I
Two.
guess 2.
2 defense, 2
Two.
hit,
Okay.
1 damage.
Okay.
Push.
Oh, and I don't even gain. Damn it. I get nothing.
Oh, that's cool. Red Skull can spend power from allies within 3.
I'm gonna go. Do I want to attack again, or do I want to claim a spot here?
So you've got 2 energies, so you could move Cap up, pick up the spider, and capture that point.
Wait, I can do both?
Well, because an interaction doesn't cost an action, as
Correct.
I've determined. You just need to have the 1 power to do it.
Yeah.
So
you
you've got
spend
3
power to
power.
grab it, and
So,
then
okay. So then I can move. I mean, I don't really need to, but yeah. So I can move up to here,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. So you can pick up the spider.
And I think you can technically do both, right? If you have
Yeah,
the
because you're
power,
not picking it up.
You
You're
could
just
pay 1
interacting
power to
with
pick
this
it
one.
up
So
the spider.
So I picked up the spider.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I pay 1 more to claim the spot.
So now what you're going to do is you're going to roll. This is how the bomb works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to roll dice equal to your defense. The character's what is the energy defense?
4.
And if it contains, basically what you need to do is you need to roll at least a crit, a wild, or a hit.
Okay.
Just 1.
Yeah.
I got a wild.
You got a wild. Okay, but because you rolled a skull, you are going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
But you now control it.
I like that both the leaders are
Yeah, they're hurting.
the only ones that are wounded, and
Yeah.
they're
So
keeping
Cap
pace.
right now is hanging on to 2 victory points, which is pretty cool.
Yep. And,
Yeah, I forgot just standing on the point wasn't enough to cap it. It was kill team style. I was
Yeah.
like, cool, and I'm on the point. Good,
Yeah.
job done.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Does he get a
No.
He
power
doesn't.
for that?
You
He
only
doesn't?
gain power for damage from enemy effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Funk. I'm liking this, by the way.
It's pretty
I'm
good,
feeling
yeah?
it. Yeah. I'd like to see the
And, like,
verticality and the terrain.
It's that thing
stuff,
where, like,
but-
I'm sure there's a lot of depth here, and we are experiencing none of that right now.
Right,
So
Yeah.
we are doing the base level.
Yeah.
We are
Like,
baby.
yeah, I'd like to figure out kind of like how climbing and flying and stuff like that works, but
yeah, the height stuff is basically just if you're able to get up there, you just move it like it doesn't exist,
Yeah.
and it's viewed like effectively like this, like top down from the rules perspective. Okay, so let me try and think.
oh, there you go. Yeah, for what it's worth, there are several blue crises that work like Kill Team Funk.
I can do stuff. Oh, I guess I can't do that because it costs a lot. Okay, never mind. I was going to try and throw something, but let's have a. Okay, I'm going to activate Dr. Octopus. I'm going to use the move to put him. Oh, I guess. He's too far out to cap it. And I wanted to get to where I could wound someone afterwards.
Can you not reach Cap?
Yeah, I was thinking I wanted to do some more damage back there because he's already activated. Whereas
I mean, yeah, I've only got
Captain Marvel hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although knocking him down would stop you from scoring a VP at the end of the turn. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him
Right, because Bucky's down.
to just there. I will spend a point to do the bomb.
Okay.
So he rolls.
Equal to your energy defense.
Okay, so that's 4 dice. Pissed it in.
Yeah, you super got it.
What?
I'm taking this objective.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got that. So I do that.
Okay.
And then for his second remaining action, I will blast Cap with Arm Lasers 2.0, which is a free. And it's
Not the old and busted 1.0.
Yeah, 1.0. Poof.
It's actually a beam attack. So if Bucky was alive, he's just too far. But I could have tried to kebab him. Cool. Okay, so that's.
Surprised beam effects don't affect terrain. Like blow shit up along the way.
So this is a 4 dice attack. It's pretty light, actually. It is a energy.
So yellow.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, if I get a wild, you will gain the Incinerate special condition. I did get a wild.
I got a defense.
I only got a wild though. So that cancels each other out.
Okay.
No crits, nothing?
Nope.
No modifiers?
But I think, so you take no damage, but you will take the burn status.
Ooh.
It just says, after each attack is resolved, the target character gains the Incinerate special condition if I had a wild.
Okay, yeah. So Cap is on fire.
What?
A little bit.
So, not so close to the exploding barrel. Jesus.
So Incinerate is that you roll 1 fewer defense dice when making a defense roll.
But you can, as part of your activation, do a shake off status.
Yes, yeah, one of the actions that you are allowed to do on your turn is called Shake Off. But I believe you also lose it, remove all dazed, special conditions. Yeah, so at the end, that Incinerate goes away.
At the end of the turn? Oh, okay. Well, then that's weird. I guess you would want to burn someone before
Yeah, you want to do it early. And then...
Oh, sorry. No. Characters that are dazed. All their
right.
things.
That makes more sense.
Yes, he will. You have to shake off.
So, yeah, because otherwise there's no shake off would have no point because you just lose them every turn. Yeah. Right. Okay. That makes sense.
All right.
I mean, I guess you'd want to shake off if your character still has an activation kind of a thing, like during it.
Sure.
But yeah.
So you still have...
I still have Ultron and Baron Zemo. Because I ate one of yours because he got knocked out. So you've got that. There's no like Overwatch equivalent, I guess?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Jesus. Okay, let's go ahead and I think I need to move Captain Marvel up and try to shoot Red Skull.
Interesting.
What's because like, yeah, Photon Blast or thank you. So kaboom, come little spider friend. We're going on a trip.
It's just funny that you're just, fireman holding one. This person picked with spiders as you're like shooting.
Yeah. I have to use Sonic Boom. No, Photon Blast. I have to use Photon Blast. Sonic Boom, I don't reach.
Ooh, all right. What's Photon Blast?
So Photon Blast is pretty basic. It is energy, 5 attack. I get energy based on hits, and I can, on a wild, I inflict Pursuit. Before damage is dealt, this character may advance towards the target character by a small amount.
Oh, okay. So you get to push up.
So I can move up.
Neat.
So you could like Photon Blast and then Sonic Boom.
Cool.
theoretically.
Makes sense. I guess you want her to be a frontline character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead. Well, it's
She's a
5.
tank in Midnight Suns.
Okay, I will currently.
She's good in Midnight Suns.
I
Wolverine
will-
also is like busted in that.
I
game.
loved Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh,
baby!
Not a bad roll. That's 4 hits.
Okay.
It's a energy attack.
I might do it. I got a crit, but I did not get anything else. So we'll add 1 for the crit. Fuck.
Down goes the skull.
Yep.
So you're gonna get to move that spider somewhere.
And you get to move up too.
If you'd like.
If I want, it is a
Yeah.
May ability.
Yeah.
I don't really know if that's worth it. I don't know. I guess.
I mean, I guess if the spider's coming down, you're already holding one, so you can't grab another one.
Yeah. That's true. I guess I could, if I weren't holding one, I guess I could move up and move that spider closer. That's a good point. All right, so what do I do first?
Well, so first thing, if you were going to push,
Yeah.
if you are going to advance, you're actually doing that before the damage goes through.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna.
Okay, so then you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
So then
now the
grab your
damage goes through.
Grab your 2, and you want to place my spite, your 2 range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the damage has gone through. He's dazed, which means he has to drop the thing. You can now scoot the objective token
So-
2 in a direction.
Put the 2 range up to the base anywhere within that in any direction.
Okay.
So presumably back towards you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, it doesn't have a original spot. It's from the
Oh,
from
right,
the edge
so
of
I
my
can
base to direction to in
So I
that
could move
direction.
it even closer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we're going with that. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Ding. Good job. So that was a move and a shot, which means Carol is done.
Carol
Now
is
you get
done.
you get to go what? Activate,
Twice.
activate, activate.
Yeah. 2 activates.
Well,
Yeah.
because Ultron is 2 units, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like a triple almost. But
Okay.
We gain what, 4 power there?
yes.
Oh yeah. Right.
How much did you block?
Uh,
Well, so you only had 2 HP.
you can only gain the damage that he did, so I
Yeah.
gained 2.
You gain 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. The over splash or the overkill. doesn't
You did a
count.
bunch of damage. Does Photon Blast also
Oh, yes.
accrue some?
Yeah.
Is it for how much
It's
damage you did?
1 for each. So
So you did 2.
I only I did technically I hit 4, but I only did 2 damage.
Yeah, you can't. There's no
overage.
overkill.
You can't punch someone for 1 damage and generate 9.
No,
power.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay, I think I'm going to activate Ultron and his drones before Zemo. So I'm going to activate Ultron and the drones. I have to activate the drones first. So
I have a feeling you're gonna get exploded on.
Possibly, yeah.
Can
That's
you
a
just-
good- I
you
think
just
I can-
remote detonate them.
that's if I die. I can't really.
You can't have them blow up on purpose.
I can stand them on top, but they don't contest the point. I'm still going to probably move them in to just in case they do blow up. So they have a medium movement. So I'll put this on them. Those, and then I guess you also have to be able to place them. So because the terrain's there, I can't actually like go on top, like if the base doesn't stand. So I'm just going to go like that. And then I will shoot Cap with their energy blast, which is range 3, damage 4, energy. Very straightforward.
Okay.
Not
so
exactly super powerful.
Remember that Cap is on fire, so he's gonna roll 1 less defense dice.
And what kind?
Energy.
Energy? Okay, so I'm only 3.
One
Got
hit.
1 wild.
1 hit. That's it. Just
Ting.
locked it. Yep.
Cap's holding on.
Dang. Okay, and then they can't do mission actions or anything, so that's just that. So they are technically activated.
Cap's doing good. He's just, a little bit on fire. But
Now.
that's fine.
That's done. That's honking for fun because you really wanted to take it. Cap's worth 2 points right now, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, he's both capping the bomb objective and he's holding.
Yeah.
So I really need
All
to.
right, but he needs to live to the end of the round.
Yeah, I really need to get him done. I have 2 people to do it though. They're just a bit light on power. I think I'm probably just going to have to use the concussion blasters. So we're going to activate Ultron, who we have to activate because we did the drones already. So
You can also make Ultron worth 2 points too.
that's true, yeah. So I'll move him onto the point. And then I will take the bomb using his 1 power that he has. I roll energy for the bomb one, right?
Oh, for
for the-
capturing. Yes.
sorry,
yeah.
for capturing, yeah.
Yeah, your energy defense.
Yeah, so 4 dice, and I just need a single wild crit or hit.
Yeah, any of the damage ones.
Yep.
So you got it, but you rolled a skull, so you're going to take 1 damage.
Right.
What's his health?
He is 8 to start with, so he's on 7.
Damn it! All right, I pulled out 1 of these.
He's the biggest boy of the
He is a
group.
big boy.
He's the only size 3 hero in the core set.
Oh wow.
So I will then
He's a pretty big
use
bad.
concussion blasters. I'm assuming as long as you can draw a line from the base of one character to the other, right? Like
The fact that Bucky's in the way doesn't.
yeah,
stop
like
it.
as long as it can get through from his base to Cap's base, I think it's fine. that seems
What's the
logical.
range on it?
It is long. It is 4.
Okay. 4 reaches.
Yeah, so
Yep.
should be more than enough.
Yep.
And then it is 6 dice, and it is energy for you. You're still burning though.
Yep.
And then I gain power equal to the damage, and then if I get a wild, I will poison and bleed you.
Jesus.
I did not get a wild. I also rolled very badly. I got 2 hits.
God.
And a crit, so you're already safe, but
God damn it.
extra butter on top. Okay. 2-2.
Damn it.
Ting ting.
ting.
Let's go, Cap.
Cap is just living.
The guy with the shield. He's so defensive.
All right, that's that activation.
All right, you got Zemo left.
And we got Zemo. Can he do anything? I think I can get to a shot on Cap probably, because I have a pistol that has range 4. So like I only need to get, yeah, we can get there. So activate Zemo. He has medium movement. Let's see. And then like that. So I did the bomb with Ock, didn't
Yes.
I?
Yeah.
So at the moment I have these 2 and James has that one.
Yeah, you moved, interacted, and
And then that 4 is enough. Yeah. So his has a pistol shot, adhesive X pistol. This is a 4 attacked physical. 5 dice. And this has a weird effect. If I get a wild after it is attacked, you'll gain slow. If I get a crit and a wild, after it resolves, you'll gain stun. And if I get a crit, a wild, and a skull, you'll be staggered as well.
wow. All of them?
I believe so, right? Because you could have each one, right? You would have a wild, and if you have a wild and a crit, you'd have stun. And if you have wild, crit, and skull, you have stagger.
I assume it's just the one, like whatever the best
Right, you don't
one
need
is.
multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the way it works is if you have dice that match the symbols, that effect takes place. So like this, by the same token, yeah, if you have wild for slow, if you have multiple wilds, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's like you choose to activate the ability, so I assume you pick the one, because they all do separate things. So
I was going to say, what's slow?
So slow is the character can only use the short movement while
Okay,
advancing.
makes sense.
Stagger is the first action that that character takes has to be the shake action. And
To remove
stun
stagger, yeah.
is if an effect would cause the character to gain 1 power, to gain more than 1 power, it only gains 1 power.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's roll these dice. Oh man, I got a single hit.
You got 1 crit.
Yeah, well that'll do
That's
it.
all you need.
Damn.
Cap, 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 cap,
And
cap.
no wilds or anything.
Jam.
Wow.
Can't die.
How?
Yeah.
4 separate attacks?
Captain America just went like full turtle, just
James-
like curled up on the floor. with his
Unbelievable.
shield.
James got slightly punished for his Bucky positioning, and then it just
I rolled
all,
well above
yeah,
average on
and then
that
it went all James for the rest of the round. Wow.
So many activations.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of round 2. So we're going to do the cleanup phase now. So we've got 2 points for Ultron, none for you, 2 points over there, I believe.
Combined, yeah. So
Baron Zemo and the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 4 points for Funk this turn.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
And then for James, we have 1, 2, 3. I
So
believe.
Yes.
no one's got this. That's
Yeah.
my empty one. So you
Yep.
got 1, 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so James is going to get 3 on this one.
So I think we're even now.
No, you're still up.
You're up by 2.
You're up by 2.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so that's going to be the end of round 2. So we're going to get everything all cleaned up here. Perfect.
Do you want to take a commercial?
Sure, we can take
Yeah.
a commercial break. I don't think this is the halfway point, but we will. We'll see how much longer we end up going. I mean, the fighting definitely ends up cleaning things up a little bit. What we
Yeah.
do want to do, though, actually, before, well, I guess we can do it at the start. Part of the cleanup phase is Bucky flipping over
Right.
into his magical
Right.
Angie mode.
Yeah.
So Bucky
wounded.
flips.
Yeah. So he loses his daze token.
And Red Skull flips.
And Red Skull also is going to flip. So we're going to have 2 new powerful abilities, which we can show off or when they activate on the next turn. So don't go away. More Marvel Crisis Protocol after this. Hello, friends. Welcome on back to AFK here on the Mighty Loading Ready Run Network, where we're playing Marvel Crisis Protocol, and we're about to go into round 3. One thing that we've learned, we were doing some research during the middle, is throwing.
Yeah.
Throwing is a very cool mechanic that appears in this game, and the way that we thought it sort of was just like anybody can throw anything, but it seems like, based on what we've seen, is that characters themselves will have the ability to throw things written on the card. Whether through like an ability or an attack or something like that. And from the looks of it, James doesn't have any throwing abilities.
Is that right? That the goodies in the core set just don't? I mean, I think Spider-Man maybe has a web.
Oh,
sling and throw.
maybe.
That's
I mean,
it.
you might just not be using any characters that have throwing things.
Yeah, because we're not running Spider-Man or.
Yep. Spider-Man can choose a character of size 3 or less and yeet it.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. The ability is called Proportionate Strength of a Spider.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's great.
So yeah, it's not. But you have like Ultron who can just like pick up things.
It turns out the only person on my team who can't is Baron Zemo. Like,
Oh, okay.
Red Skull can throw stuff, Doc Ock can throw stuff, and Ultron.
And the reason that throwing is really cool is because it is a succinct amount of damage correlating to how big the thing is. So like if you throw something that is like size 3, I believe that's 3 damage that like goes.
It's the size plus 1.
But sorry, yeah. So a size 2, which is a car, I think, you throw it, and that's 3 damage coming at the character. You don't roll for the damage; it's just straight up 3, and they have to make what's called a dodge roll, which is really cool. So all right, let's go into round number 3. Everybody's going to gain 1 power.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm just going to give you all a little
Yeah,
pool
let's go
you
with
can
that.
grab from there. James, here's your power juice. And I'm excited to see, maybe you guys will use, you got the cards. I'm curious what's on them.
Yeah, well, a lot of the cards require power to use.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
true,
been kind
yeah.
of a low
I mean,
scoring.
you're starting to acquire a lot. James hasn't put as much damage in on you.
Yeah.
But,
well, we both also used 4 power abilities.
Yes,
So
yeah.
we've been spending them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Great. Okay, so now, does anybody have any effects for their power phase? Player effects? No?
Don't believe so. No.
No.
Cool. All right, then it's time to roll for spiders.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got the priority this time, so you can decide who's going to get to go move their roll their
James, you roll first.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so
we can start with
Carol.
Carol. Nothing. She's good.
Okay. And then Steve.
Wait, no. Weren't we rolling multiples? Oh, no, that's the bomb.
Yeah.
Sorry.
that's
No,
the bomb,
it's
yeah.
just 1 die for each character, and if
bad.
it's a crit, a wild, or a hit, they
You good?
move. So James went runner.
Yeah.
No movement.
So Ultron.
Yep. Ultron's got to scoot somewhere,
Okay.
Okay, so how does this one work again?
Just a small movement.
Just a small movement.
and it's an advance, so you can do it in whichever sort of dimension you want.
Right.
Yeah, roll for spiders.
Gwenpool has a tactics card. Gwenpool's tactics cards grabs from the sideboard.
Oh.
That's really cool.
God, I don't even know where to move them.
I guess away, but then I'm taking the token away.
Well, you could scoot him away and then go take the point or something like that.
Yeah, because it
or-
scoots them off the point, right? So I think
So remember, because so you can still roll while they're on the point. You have to have more than the amount.
Right.
So in this case, if you went and rolled, you'd have to have 2 of the corresponding symbols.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna scoot them.
Okay.
Whoop whoop whoop.
Okay.
What up, Ultron?
And then
and
Zemo. Wild.
Wild is also it.
Yep.
Zemo's coming in.
Okay.
We just got a whole mess of buddies here. Okay. All right. Now it is the activation phase. So take it away, Funk.
Okay.
You got priority.
Let's see. Okay, this is each enemy character. Okay. I think I'm going to activate Ultron,
Okay.
which means I have to activate the drones first. I will. I think I'm going to move them because they have medium movement. So I'm going to move them to. It's within 2. So I'm going to fly them to there, and then that will put me within range of 3.
Uh-oh.
It's not that much damage, but that's if they're going to blow up, they may as well hit the most amount of people.
Who are they hitting? These 3?
Well, sorry, that's if they detonate, which hasn't happened. So that's
Right.
when you kill them.
Okay.
So I'm going to now attack Captain America with their terrible
Yeah.
energy blast.
The cap
Energy
is
attack.
still on fire, so he still gets less defense
Yeah.
dice here.
So energy blast, which is so energy for your defense, and it's 4 attacks. Or 4 dice, sorry.
I rolled a wild.
I rolled a wild and a hit.
Okay.
Any modifiers that y'all want to use?
I don't think I have. Can I use? I don't think I have the affiliation for this though.
So you have to choose the affiliation.
Right,
you were
we
going
were-
with.
yeah,
So
we
you
chose
chose
Avengers.
So
Yeah.
that the ability to have a star is their leadership ability.
Yeah.
So you only have one
Yeah.
leadership.
Yeah. Which is
Basically, at the start of the game, you have to say who you're affiliated with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone except Ultron on my team does have a leadership ability, but we're using Red Skulls.
Yeah, we were looking at that too, Tux. There is a file or a list of the factions and whatnot, which doesn't come in the
It's a
the
little
core set.
weird.
You have to actually Google it.
There might actually be a line somewhere that just says, by the way, all the goodies are Avengers and all the baddies are Cabal. I don't
Yeah.
know, but yeah, it was weird that
Right,
wasn't
so I'm
included.
taking 1, right?
As it stands at the moment, you are taking 1 damage, yes.
Okay.
Anybody doing anything extra?
No.
Boink. There you go, Cap.
And then do I get?
You'll get
You-
one
you
energy
get an
for
enemy.
that?
There was an
Yeah.
enemy action, yep. And that's the activation for the drones. And then as part of Ultron's activation, which follows, I will play a team tactic card, because we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to play Glory of Ultron, which is when it's Ultron's activation, he can play this card. For each enemy character within 2 of Ultron or an allied Ultron drone, they may spend. Each enemy character may spend 1 power. For each character that spends a power, Ultron gains 1 power. If you choose not to spend a power, then that character suffers 1 wound. And Captain America is conveniently on 1 health. I should call it health, not wounds.
Yeah.
But
So you are within 2 of
3.
I think he's also within.
I don't think Iron Man is within 2.
Oh no, you're safe. Yeah.
So it's just Danvers, Cap, and Winter Soldier. So you can minus a power or take a damage.
Yeah. And this is a one and done.
Yes.
Now this card is going to be spent.
Okay. So then I will. I will spend for Cap.
Makes sense.
So basically, just do this.
There you go, Ultron.
So that goes to Ultron.
Yep.
And then for the other 2, I will take a damage on Carol.
Okay.
So she goes down to.
She goes down to 6.
Oh.
And I will pay another for Bucky.
Okay.
When can you use? You can only use these during your turn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're
you can use
reactions, I
during-
think you can sometimes use. There are certain conditions.
There might
Basically,
be
the
some.
card will tell you
Yeah.
when you can use it.
But you can use as many cards as you'd like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually they're like when this character is activated, or when
Yeah.
you're rolling dice, or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we do have one more activation with Ultron.
The damage.
Oh, actually, no,
will
that's
give,
not an action. Right?
The damage will give people power. Wait.
Oh, because it is coming
Oh, it's an
from
enemy. It
Ultron.
is enemy. Yeah. So,
Okay, so Carol didn't actually.
so they give me a power, but then they also generate a power.
Yeah.
each.
Interesting.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, that's fun.
Yeah, so Ultron's still got 2 actions.
Yeah, because that team tactic isn't an action,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Now it's worth noting, I believe, based on how this is.
I was going to say you have to do that every turn.
you
right?
do have to. You've got to interact with it every
There's
turn.
not sticky objectives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has 3 power now, because we did gain power at the start of the turn. Yeah. Yeah, because you gave us these ones. Yeah. And then so he can't afford. That's so overkill. Okay, so when I throw terrain at someone, the way it works is the damage comes through and then they just have to roll dice to beat that damage, or they take it.
Yep.
Okay.
They do what's called a dodge roll.
Okay. That's so overkill for 1 damage, though.
Yeah, so they will roll dice equal to their physical defense and add an additional die to dodge for each critical in the initial roll, and then apply any dice modifications. Okay. The character takes damage equal to the size of it, plus 1.
Yeah, no one's within 4, so I definitely have to move him back into range. It's just whether I then...
The blues will stay controlled by whoever succeeds. What's that mean?
Oh, okay,
Oh, they
never
are
mind.
sticky?
Yeah, okay,
What?
they're sticky. So
Oh.
he doesn't have to re-roll
Yeah, you don't
each
have to.
turn.
So that's still technically mine. You would have to move onto it, complete the objective, the action to take it, and then you.
Oh,
own
you
it.
still.
Funko
So
can
I
walk
still
away.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still controlling that bomb.
Okay.
It does still make it easier for you to roll, though. Pushing
Okay.
him off, I think,
Well,
is still the right call.
I can't do anything where Ultron is, so one of his things has definitely got to be just to immediately move back
To.
There you go.
to where he is. So you ate an activation by pushing me out, which is
Yeah.
good. That's his as well. And then I can't afford his big spender.
Hey, big spender.
Let's see. So I think I'll just use the blasters on Cap. Yeah, I think I'll just do a regular attack. So I've spent that card, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, so I'm just going to do concussion blasters, which is a energy attack. It uses 6 dice, and yeah, it's just you gain energy for power, and if I wild, then he gets poisoned and bled.
Oh!
5 hits, but no crits or wild or anything.
Cap goes down.
All right, so he now drops his
Yes.
spike. Man, that should not have taken that much to take him out.
But it is worth noting that, again, because you don't need the character to be there, that the center point is still James's.
Yes. So then I will take the 2 range. I'm going to drop his token inside that range. So I'll just put it there. And
That falls off too, right?
at the end, yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but-
fine. And then I'll put a tick on Ultron. Oh, and the drones
Yeah.
also have one.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
You would have generated 1 energy off that as well. Because you did damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So my activation.
Yep. Oh, and I generate energy based on how much damage I did, so I gain 1 energy.
Actually, hold on one second. So, Paul, do you want to put up Bucky for a second?
Winter's.
I have Kill Box. When an enemy character ends an advanced or is placed within 4 of this character may use a superpower. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 3 or less, and within 2 of the enemy character that was advanced or placed. Destroy that terrain feature. The enemy character suffers a collision as if the terrain feature had collided with it.
Oh,
The
cool.
superpower can be used only once per turn.
Okay. So yeah, so this would basically, we can sort of roll it back where you advanced and James activates the super ability. I believe the dumpster would be
That's
a 4, right?
Yeah, that's 4, yeah.
Yeah, so you can, so basically
You explode the dumpster, I guess,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
take damage, yeah.
So
Cost
that-
3?
Cost 3.
and it as if he collided with it. So if the dumpster is a 2, that means you've got 3 damage coming at you.
Yep.
Sick. Okay, cool. Yay, we got to see the terrain. All right.
So I got 3 damage, but it's my physical roll?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you roll a physical,
So 4.
and it saves as normal. So 1 save with the crit, and you get to explode that die. And you get to explode that die.
No, because you
Oh.
can't chain them.
Can you not?
So crits you roll off a crit roll don't turn into more crits.
Oh, okay. They don't keep
yeah,
exploding.
so I got 2 saves.
Okay, so 1 damage.
6.
Now, because that was from terrain, does that
That shouldn't count. That shouldn't get you
energy? But I mean, it did come from
it's an
him.
enemy action, so
Oh,
I
guess, yeah.
think it's enemy damage, so I believe that does.
It's not quite a throw. It was an enemy
It was an
effect
enemy
that
effect,
caused
so I
it.
gained
Okay.
1 damage, so I lost 1
Yeah.
HP.
Okay, cool.
So that was your.
Destructible terrain in my tabletop minigame.
Oh, that was a reaction, so now it's James's activation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the thing I was thinking was like, oh, we're a bit in and we haven't really been clearing the board out of terrain. But I think that's just because James and I didn't realize that you can do that.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that you can see all these like special abilities that these characters have and whatnot. Unless those abilities specifically say action beside them, you can activate any of them just as like a
Yeah,
thing.
the ones at the top that are attacks are in action, but the ones beneath that, unless they say action, it's
Yeah,
just a thing you
they're
can do.
gonna
A lot
be
of the
something
time
that
it
you can
involves
use.
paying power, so we haven't been using them that much.
And
but-
that's something I think that comes from like familiarity with the team that
Yes.
you're running and stuff.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to.
And like, for example, at the end of that turn, I was lamenting that my last attack with Baron Zemo didn't kill Captain America.
Oh wait, hold
Baron
on.
Zemo has an ability that would have let me re-roll one of those attacks, and I didn't realize. So that's something, you got to be on top of what your character's effects are. Usually if it's like,
Nope.
I remember the last tournament event I went to, I just wrote myself a cheat sheet of all the things
Alright.
I need to remember to check for.
So I'm going to activate Bucky.
Okay.
He's got a thing called Hit and Run. This character immediately makes an attack action followed by a move action.
Cool.
The superpower can only be used once per turn. So,
Oh, so it's an attack and move for one action. That's neat.
yeah. So it costs 2. And then what attack? Like I get to do
Yeah, one of your attacks.
one of my attacks, but I still have to pay for it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You're just combining an
Basic-
attack and a move into one action.
yeah.
Right. So if you don't want to pay extra, you have to use your Spec Ops rifle.
Yeah, so you've got 4 energy with them, so essentially you could do either your top or your second attack.
Yeah. And then I could do another attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's, okay,
I mean,
so
the
we'll,
Spec Ops rifle has got super huge range though, so you might not even need to run away.
well, no, but so what I could do is I could use Hit and Run. I could use the Concussive Grenade, which costs 1 energy. So Concussive Grenade to Ultron, which is well within 3, so we're good there.
Could I help you a little bit?
Sure.
As like a from one tabletop gamer to another. This seems like a game where instead of trying to make sure you take down a guy, go after things that Funko has not activated yet.
So my plan was to shoot, move to collect this, shoot again.
But what I'm saying is he's activated him, right? So,
Oh, sure.
So it's like what he's done here is he's basically taken
That's
that
fair.
action economy
Yeah.
away from you.
Yeah.
I hope you're fine with
No,
me
no, that's
helping
fine. Yeah,
out
no,
in
it's
that way.
an important lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're right, there is a certain wounding someone, like he powered Ultron up,
Yeah.
but Ultron's not going to act this turn.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so denying activations to your opponent is really key in games like this.
Yep, that's true.
can I see the?
Yeah, you got it.
While we're thinking.
But also, it's interesting in this, right? It's like if this was the case where if you killed Ultron, he goes away.
Yeah, that's
then
fair.
I'd be like totally.
Sure, but
but
yeah.
because all characters have like
just-
phase 2.
Yeah.
It's like it seems more like denying activations to your opponent is like a big key factor. It's like you can keep doing what you're doing on like Red Skull.
Yeah,
or something. you
sure.
know?
Let's attack Red Skull. Let's do that. So Concussive Grenade, Red Skull's within 3, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what Toxic is talking about. Right. So I can pay to throw something, but it's not an action. So I could pay to do that, huck terrain at James, and then still do 2 attacks.
yeah, that seems pretty
okay.
good.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
All right, so Concussion Grenade at Red Skull.
Okay.
So I've got 5. It's yellow. What was
Okay.
yellow again?
3. It's the same value for.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
All right.
3 hits and a crit.
Hang on. Do I? There is a card that might matter for this.
No wild though.
No. So I don't get Blinding Flash.
4 hits though, pretty good. You still got another hit.
If this attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the stun special condition.
We'll find out what that is after Funko's figuring out his defense.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think I have an option that I can play a card, but I need to roll first and see if I need to play the card.
You got a wild and a crit. Pretty good roll.
Another wild. So that's 3 saves.
And you're doing 4 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Red Skull's no longer wounded because he flipped. Right, I'm with it now.
Yeah. So we've resolved criticals. Is anybody modifying dice in any way? This is your opportunity now, or forever hold your peace. Starting with the player who has priority, or whose activation it is.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, so at this point, at the end of the modified dice step, I have a card I could play.
Okay.
But as it stands, I'm going to be taking 1 damage.
You're going to be taking one.
I will just take 1 damage.
Taking 1 damage.
Okay.
So you have an effect that happens.
So the target character
Okay,
gains a
energy.
stun special condition for whatever
Okay.
that is.
So sorry, how much? Use a 5 now. Use
Yep.
Use a 6 winder.
Yep.
Okay.
And what is stun?
So stun means if an effect would cause the character to gain more than 1 power, it only gains 1 power instead.
Okay, which is fine because I just gained 1 power.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do we have a... Oh, sorry, I already did that. Because I had,
Okay,
you
okay.
gave me some here.
I just got to look at
stun? Yeah.
which one. There's
I'm
so
gonna
many different symbols.
guess
It's
it's
the
this
purple.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay. So that was my. So I did hit and run. So that
Yep.
was the hit.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna go to here. Spend to pick that up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you just leave it as it is?
It's
Everyone knows
yours,
got it?
yeah.
Just put it on top, just because that's how we've been doing it.
Sure.
And then now I will spec op rifle again too.
Yep.
So this is a 5 attack.
Physical?
Yeah. Two hits.
1 save.
Okay. No crits. No any modifiers.
No, because I don't have any energy, so I can't
Okay.
spend it.
So
Good.
1 damage.
Well, I'm
Oh.
just trying to figure it out. So it would be, how much is going to come through? 1?
1.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So and
Goes to
each of you
4.
is going to gain 1 energy.
I'll go in energy.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. So yeah, stunning somebody and then doing a bunch of damage is pretty key. Cool.
Right, yeah, good call.
Yeah, like if I had done more damage to you, then.
And
you
yeah,
would've
that
only-
stun sticks around until you decide to shake it off too.
Yeah.
This one, okay,
So that'll be the end of Bucky's.
Yeah.
Bloop.
cool. Alrighty. Okay, so Cap is dazed. Winter Soldier's gone. It's just Danvers and Iron Man.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to activate Zemo. Ooh, yeah. So I have a cool card for Zemo that could help. Okay, I'm going to use Sword Strike. I'm going to activate Zemo. Use Sword Strike against Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Well, when I activate Zemo, do I want to do the next attack? Okay.
So, so a couple things about Carol.
Yes.
Enhanced energy absorption. When this character is defending against either the yellow or blue attacks.
I'm doing physical, so that's okay.
Okay, so then that doesn't matter. When this character is dealt damage by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, I gain 1 energy.
Okay.
Oh, so it's whatever damage you take plus 1 for energy
I guess
gain?
so, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm going to do Sword Strike, which has a range of 2, which is within range.
Yep.
It is dice 5 for the pool. And so these guys, he's basically a very good combat specialist. So he has a passive which is himself and allied characters within 2 may reroll 1 die in attack or defense rolls. And he has another ability which is Master Duelist. If I make a sword strike attack against a character that I've already made an attack against, I add 2 to the dice roll. Oh, does that mean I want to use that second? Because I can't do sword strike twice, can I?
If you've got the energy to.
You can do the same attack
Yeah.
twice? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just do sword strike then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So you sword strike them, and then you sword strike them again with added bonus.
That's the plan, yes. So we'll just go with sword strike. The singular, 5 dice. Boo, I did get a crit. But that's
Okay,
a big.
so
that's
1 plus. James got 2 wilds. Okay,
So?
2. Block.
Okay.
None damage.
But I can re-roll 1 die in the attack or defense roll. But I can't re-roll a skull, so I'll just re-roll that. Great, yep. Excellent.
Okay, any other modifiers?
I didn't get a wild, and I didn't get a crit in a wild. Is there a limit to how many tactics cards you can play per activation? You can play multiple cards?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the... Oh, I have to spend to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
Okay, so none damage.
That bounces off, and then I will do Sword Strike again against Danvers.
With added 2 dice.
Now, so I'm going to play I Am a Baron After All. So this is a Helmut Zemo card. During his activation, I can gain one of the following effects. The interesting ones is he can gain power equal to the round number, he can heal damage equal to the round number, or the one I'm actually doing, which is during the next attack, I can re-roll number of dice equal to the round number. So during this attack, I can re-roll 3 dice.
Plus 1. Because of your...
Plus.
So you've got 4 rerolls.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's that card spent. So I really want to do some damage here.
Yeah, so that'll be during the modified dice.
Now, because this is the second Sword Strike, it's 5 dice plus 2 more.
How many dice you got?
Oh, that's forever.
4.
Hell yeah. 4 dice.
So 7 dice.
Let's get it.
Damn it.
Okay, well...
So, okay, we have a bunch of rerolls.
Yeah. So now we do any crits. There are no crits. Now it's the modified dice. So
Right.
this is when you would do all these extra things like
Right.
rerolls and shit.
So, because I have, I can reroll 1 dice and then I can reroll 3 dice.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the reroll 3 dice one first,
Yes.
which has generated another hit, and now I can use my single reroll on one of those for a crit.
So it's 5, yeah.
Do I add it? No, because that's already happened.
Yeah,
Right.
rerolls
so,
don't spawn crits.
Okay.
So that was important because you cannot... So first off, there were 4 dice that were available that weren't hits, but one of them, as we talked about, was a dead die.
Yeah.
So he couldn't reroll that.
Yeah.
And it's also worth noting that you cannot reroll dies using the exact same ability kind of thing, right?
The way the example words it in the rules is if you have something that lets you reroll 2 dice, you can reroll 2 dice with that. You can't roll 1 dice twice. And then the other rule is if you had a reroll 2 dice and then a reroll 1 dice, which is similar to what I had, I can reroll 2 dice with the first one and then reroll one of those dice with my second reroll a dice, and that's allowed. So there's some very specific rules about rerolling, but the end result after all of that is that I have 5 hits.
Okay.
Which is 5 damage.
Nothing else? Okay, so 5 damage. You got none hits.
So I didn't get any wilds and I didn't get crit or wild, but I do get power to the damage dealt.
So Carol's going to go to 1.
Yep.
Dang, that's not good.
And she's going to get 5 energy.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. So
Is
she's going to
that-
get 6 energy.
I think that's how that works. When this
Yep.
character is dealt damage by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 energy.
Yup.
Okay.
So you have... Is that 10 energy on
Which
on
I
her?
believe is the cap as well. There is
Is
a
it?
cap.
There is a cap. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's 10. It's either 9
Well, if
or
there was
10.
any time to activate and go
If it's
binary...
this is 11 right now.
10 is the cap. Yeah, so you go to 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and that is his activation.
Okay.
Binary.
Yeah. So I will activate Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel has higher, further, faster at the start of this character's
Unless I
activation.
could have tried to do the bomb. What's the range for the bomb icon for the
It would be
the
1.
objective?
1.
Oh,
Or,
so I'm
sorry,
too far out.
Yeah, you're too far.
Okay, yeah, cool. Never mind.
So yeah, at the start of the character's activation, if it has 6 or more energy, transform it into Captain Marvel Cosmic Avenger.
Can we get the
I was going to
close-up?
say, I think this came out the best out of all
The
the
close-up
figures.
on this. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, it's actually a different model.
Yeah, oh
you
yeah,
switch
it's a
the
whole
model out,
different
yeah.
model.
I'm really happy with the flame effect that came off from this one. That took a lot of effort.
All right, so
Yeah.
you go away, and now I have Captain Marvel, Cosmic Avenger.
You put a nice hat on.
Binary. So, first question, does this stay the same?
I would assume so.
Yes.
I don't know.
I would suggest it's not a free heal, but
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I think you would flip to the corresponding side that you're on, right? Like
Oh
if you're
wait, hold on. Transform is literally a section in the book. Some characters have superpowers that allow them to transform. When a character has multiple forms, is deployed, always deploy the normal form. While transformed, it uses its attacks.
I'm guessing if it doesn't mention healing, then you do not. Would you?
Remove the transformed character's original miniature. A character that transforms is still the same character, so any effect, special conditions, or tokens on it remain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
Cool.
Cool. There you go.
Oh, now she has a throw power.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Remember, throwing is not an action. You just have to spend the
Yeah.
the juice.
Well, okay.
So
Wait, where's the throw?
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, choose an interactive terrain feature enemy character both sides 4 or less within 2, and throw at medium. This power can be only used once per turn. Right. Okay.
4 or less is the.
Is the building, but you have to be close to it.
Okay. So
you can throw the fucking tractor at Dr. Artemis, which is very funny.
And so the big thing with her in this form is she doesn't actually have ways of generating power except for getting
Yeah.
hit.
But
Correct.
she has lots of damage.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And so then
So-
when she drops below 3, she switches back.
right.
Um.
That's cool that we got her to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's also too immune to a bunch of status effects. That makes sense. Yeah.
Do I like throw? Do I just throw
it's
dog
not that
off
many.
though? Do I just
Incinerate, poison,
throw?
You could.
dagger, and stun? I think that's what that said.
How do you, what happens when you throw?
So I also have Ready or Not. This character immediately makes a move action followed by an attack, for free.
Oh, so that's like the opposite of the.
So
other
like
guy.
Oh, but it is an action.
It is an action.
It is- yes.
So you're just
But it is-
combining a move and attack.
Right,
yeah.
so it's Bucky's thing, but it's free, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's the opposite order. Bucky attacked and then moved.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you could move. You
So-
could move and beat up this red skull that you were wailing on.
Yeah. So I'm like, I could move and beat up Red Skull. Yeah. Okay. So let's. Okay. So it makes a move. Move is medium.
Yeah, her attacks are quite short range. So
I was surprised that like everyone in the core set is medium.
I mean, it makes sense.
I
yeah.
would have thought there'd be more variety.
Well, I think there should, since they they have one grunts character.
Well,
one
because we have
large
like
character might have been
flyers,
cool.
web slingers,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, one of each kind of archetype would be kind of neat. I was reading up, and it's like, so like Hulk, because like throwing things is like one of the things he does. His like usual bread and butter is to like throw something, move, or throw something like move, punch, or something like he has a jump and punch
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever, and like so throwing things is such a big part of it, as like using your energy to throw is like kind of the way
well,
to
it
go.
now finally feels like we're actually getting energy enough to pay for stuff. Like
Yes.
the first 2 turns, it really felt like
you got to get some licks in for
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Hold on. Okay. So I guess I just want to do Binary Blast then. Warbird is a cool attack, but it seems like it really rewards you for having more characters closer together. After this attack is resolved, place this character within 2. Yeah.
Oh, is it like a Alpha Strike?
Well, there's
messy?
there like it's got like an AOE aspect to it, which you can hit, but like there's a throw as well.
I mean, if it's got more damage, then it's worth it, right?
Yeah.
or you get to throw them after. So what happens when you throw a person?
Well, you just throw it.
Oh, you're talking when if you like they're gone, basically. Red Skull will be out.
If what?
If he goes down again,
Yes.
he's out.
Yeah, he's just gone.
But what happens when you throw somebody?
No, you just move them.
They move
they
into
sit-
base-to-base contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
They collide with the first thing they hit. I
Yeah,
think is the
you can
actual
throw them into
explanation.
other characters,
Because like
and
when
then
you throw, it's like a push. They have to be thrown in a straight line. So a lot of the time it'll depend on what
So
you
the
can.
person thrown takes 1 damage, and then they take as much damage as the size of the guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, use it or lose it, you know.
Okay, let's just go Warbird then. So this is 8 attack dice. is an energy attack. It costs 3.
Pay your dues, sir.
So after this attack is resolved, yeah, we'll just roll the attack
I'll
first.
put these in front of me so I remember I have them.
So you're going for Red Skull?
Yeah, this is red skull. All right, so hit, there, hit. These are all
This is energy.
And a crit.
and a crit. Yeah. Nothing.
So 2, 4. Any modifications of dice you'd like it to do?
Yeah, I'll pay 1 to use Earth's Mightiest Heroes. When the ally character is attacking during the modified dice step, if there is 1 or more of the hit results, you may spend 1 energy. If it does, it changes 1 of the results to any other result.
Cool. So you can just change one of
So,
your
yeah.
whiffs into a hit.
To a hit.
Okay, so that would be.
That's 5.
It's currently 5, and I'm currently blocking 2. So that would leave me alive on 1.
Remember, this is his first of 2 actions, too.
Yeah, it is.
And you did get a wild.
Like I Am Clockworks, I've only played 1 game of Marvel Crisis Protocol, but I ended up with Iron Man crushing Spider-Man over the head with a Daily Bugle. It's very good.
How many crits got added to this? Like, what's the standard roll? Like, how many dice?
He only got 1 crit out of it.
Okay, so it's a big attack.
It's an
It
8.
was an 8 dice attack.
Okay, it's just whether. So currently, as it stands, I'm going to 1 HP.
Yes.
I think I'm going to play Recalibration Matrix. So at the end of the modified dice step, I can spend 3 power, and we re-roll all of that.
Like from...
The attacking and defending dice characters re-roll all of their attacking and defense
Okay,
dice.
Now, this is a question because
yes,
the
he's spent. Sorry. go
Well,
ahead.
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I'm curious if that means that because it's adding to the dice pool. So would he get to bring that 9th
That's
die
an
in?
interesting question. I'll read the full card. When an ally character is attacking or defending, before the calculate success or failure step, at the end of the modified dice step of the attack, it may spend 3 power to play this card. The attacking and defending characters re-roll all of their dice, all of their attack and defense dice. So,
Oh, did you say all of their attack and defense?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, but the skulls
Skulls are
don't.
not.
So you actually lose these because they're dead die.
Okay.
And I have one as well that I've
Right.
lost.
So then, right now, these are all re-rolled.
And then is this considered the start of a new round so that if these crit, they add more crits, or we're past that phase and we just re-roll
Well, so
them?
this is a re-roll phase. So I would assume, yeah.
But that's what I mean. It
crits don't
says re-roll all of their attack and defense dice, but we're still in the modify step. Maybe you just re-roll them
count.
in
Yeah,
that
so
step
we're-
and you
we're-
accept
yeah,
what
we're
it
past
is.
it.
Yeah, we're past
We're past that? Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have to
we're past
accept
the
what
crit.
comes
So
here.
you will have 7 dice.
This
for
could
this.
backfire
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
I could just die.
I fucked up.
I have 3 saves.
He has 1 hit.
One
that
hit.
was a huge.
That
save.
was clutch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay, so that's my recalibration matrix
Cost me a
done.
bunch of juice to do it.
It did, but and I now still have to weather presumably a second attack. But I really need Red Skull alive.
I'm doing that again then.
All right. 3, 8.
So
8
Warbird
die.
again.
Yep. So I'm 4.
I think...
Nope, 3.
Yeah, I think I just do the Warbird again. I don't think there's any reason.
Right, I had 4 last time because I got a crit. That's what happened. You paid for it again, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I got...
Nothing.
Not too bad. That's 4 hits and a crit.
oh.
So add 1 die.
No. So 5 hits.
Nothing. That's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's out.
Damn it.
Red Skull's dead.
Kill
That's
him.
the first death.
Now,
Let's go, Carol.
now, even though he's knocked out, does he still get thrown?
No. Because I do have a throw
Also,
attack.
you would have to throw him backwards and there's nothing. You throw him into the barrel.
He could throw
I
his
guess,
body at somebody else.
but- Dang. That's going to be so clutch too. I was
See,
gonna-
that's the thing now, right? So you've denied him an entire
Yeah.
activation, which
Yeah.
is like pretty
Yeah.
mega.
Yeah. And it's my leader who has that. Like, I was going to change.
Yeah, his leadership ability
If he
is good.
survived, all 3 your dudes were within.
So because the throw is a added thing,
Oh,
it
right.
happens before.
the damage is applied. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you throw him S, so there isn't anything to throw him at I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We good?
Okay.
The first kill, first blood.
It's big too. It's my leader as well.
Right, so now it is still your turn. Is there?
Okay. Oh wait, hold on.
I don't think the explosive effect happened. Also, there's no enemies there. It's all his team. So
Choose a another ally character with 2.
Yeah.
yeah, there's no one else. There's only friendly characters in range, so it doesn't matter.
So
Oh yeah, I only have Doc Ock left to go.
And you've still got just Iron Man.
can I have patch up.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a non-dazed allied character. Another allied character within 2 of the chosen character may spend up to 5 energy to play this card. Remove that much damage from chosen card.
Yeah. So you could use like,
Captain America.
well, he's dazed,
Oh, okay. So I could only use Bucky.
so it would be 1.
It would only be 1.
You might want to save it.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, it's just like, it depends. Like, so Funko could do a thing where he knocks out Carol.
When does Carol flip back?
When
What's-
she's 3 energy or below, I think.
3 or lower? Okay. So she's flipping back. 'Cause
Well, it's optional.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Sorry.
Okay.
I heard you say 3 earlier. So.
When this character, why doesn't it? Oh, there it is. When this character spends or loses energy after this effect is resolved, if the character has 3 or less, it may use a superpower that can transform back into the.
Oh, okay.
So if
Right,
you-
because you would want to generate more energy.
'Cause yeah.
Or you might want to
Because when
use
you're in
your
this
last.
mode, you can't actually do anything if you don't have any energy.
Right, but
Yeah.
seeing as you have 3, you could still do another Warbird next turn.
Yeah,
if you-
exactly.
exactly.
Yep. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if you take damage, you'll get more
So
power.
this is actually a really interesting part of this game where it's like, so you can knock them out,
Yeah, but
right?
they're
Or you could leave her at 1 so that next turn it's really easy to knock her out, and then lose the activation, right?
not. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So it's-
And I can try and one-shot Iron Man, but that seems unlikely. 'Cause how many hit points has Iron Man got? He's full, but he started 6 to start.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got Doc Ock as my only activation. So he's got some interesting stuff. Dr. Octopus
You
has.
can use that. It doesn't have to be an active character, but a dazed character can be chosen.
Right. So Toxic's point was that you could have done it, but
Yeah.
Captain America's days. So
Yeah.
You wanted to use the person with the juice. Iron Man would also be a good, helpful person to
Yeah.
heal.
Yep.
So it's like you could do that on Iron Man's turn, move Iron Man up to her,
and
heal
then
her.
heal her.
and
Yeah.
then-
Right, so he's a wall crawler, which affects how he moves, but I don't think that really matters here. He has scientific hubris, which is when I'm rolling dice, if I roll a crit, he gains a power for every time I crit, which is fun.
Cool.
And he has 2 energy currently. Now, that's relevant because his throw costs 3 energy. So what I think I'll do is try and do an attack, and if I can get a crit during that, I will be able to use his throw after that, before my second activation. So, I think we've got. It's got a beam attack, which I could hit multiple people with, which is interesting.
It's pretty grouped up.
Yeah. Can you check the wording on beams though? Is it enemy character hit? Because I think I'm going to plug Zemo.
No, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. But like you could move and.
But
do
that's going
that
to cost me an activation to do that.
Yep.
Or he has striking tentacles, but that's only range 3.
I'm trying to remember whose was this. Was this Carol's?
That was a drop. I
right, you
dropped
moved it, yeah.
Captain America when he got dazed.
Yeah, you
yeah.
got it.
Yeah, that's the downside. Is this is currently owned.
It's supposed to be on the character card, is what you're normally supposed to do. We're just
Oh,
doing
that makes way more sense actually. We should probably do that. Oh, I guess it's
It's just
better
for-
for the
it's for
stream.
Twitch
It's better for the
chat's
stream.
sake.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, all these tokens that we've got on the field are actually supposed to be on the character cards themselves when you're typically playing. We just figured we'd help. I mean, you could actually kind of see the cards on this, I realized, so we could probably do it if we wanted to.
So Iron Man is in range of my ranged attack. I think what I'm going to...
Toxic says allied characters will only take 1, but
Oh, yeah, right. That is how it works. Yeah, if they're intersected, they take 1 damage, yeah.
you can shoot your own guys, but they also will not gain energy from that. It's only from enemies.
Yes, that's true. So I can hit both those. Well, that's dazed. I can hit both of them. and then Zemo takes 1.
Zemo takes 1. Those characters get shot.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. We're going to do arm lasers 2.0. So we're leaving the beam there. It's anyone that it touches, which is Winter Soldier and Danvers, and then Zemo will take a damage as well. So this is going to be 4. It's energy. 4 dice from me.
So you pick one of the. You're going to be rolling each one of them separately.
Yeah. So I'll. I mean, Zemo just takes a damage. That's easy.
Yeah.
And then
How much health is he at?
he's on 4.
It's only a 5 health there.
Yep.
Little Zemo.
So we'll do Winter Soldier first. This is energy.
Okay.
4 attacks. Oh, Bucky has stealth, but it's a beam. I'm not targeting him. I'm placing the beam.
Characters must be within 3
I
of
mean,
this
so
character
you're
to
saying
target.
you're targeting Carol?
I'm
and
targeting
the
Carol with the
Bucky's
beam,
just
but the
there?
beam touches Winter Soldier. Yeah, that seems fine. I can't imagine because he has stealth, he avoids the beam, but...
I mean, yeah, it just says characters must be within 3 of this
Okay,
character
so
to
technically, I
target.
guess this is targeting Carol first.
Okay. So 4 energy.
Beams don't work that way, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry. Maybe there is a whole section about beams, so perhaps we should learn.
Beam attacks are special. Thanks. Instead of declaring a target normally, place the appropriate range tool on the battlefield with the short end in contact and centered with your
Yeah, because
attacking
if I can only
character.
hit Carol, this changes things.
Characters whose bases are contacted or overlapped by the range tool are considered to be in the range of the attack. To use the attack, pay the power cost, and then make a series of attacks targeting each character that is in the attacker's line of sight and range. These attacks are resolved in order of the attacking. So all attacks are resolved. So I would say
What's
because
the wording on Bucky's stealth ability?
yeah,
Characters must be within 3 of this character to target it with attacks.
But it's not a target. It's not a target. It's just you place the beam.
well, so no, it's you make a series of attacks targeting each enemy.
Oh, so maybe. That doesn't, I see where they're coming from, because like Winter Soldier is stealthy, so if you're not close enough, you can't shoot him. That exists in Warhammer and a bunch of
Well,
other
so
things.
what you can definitely do is you can hit Carol
Yeah.
if you wanted to do that, and I can.
Well, we were proceeding. In order to target a character that has stealth, the attacker must be within range 3. It doesn't matter what kind of attack it is from the forums.
He's hiding from being in a straight line from. Apparently.
That's weird when it's like a literal laser beam and he's in the laser beam.
But I mean, you could also argue that it's
He's
like
too stealthy?
He's crouched, right?
I feel
Yeah.
like this is the mechanic that's supposed to get around that, but okay. So
Yeah,
anyway,
in order
we'll-
to target a character that has stealth, yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of attack it is.
Okay. Well, we'll do the roll for Dan. But if
I mean, if
can't-
you don't want to do it,
I was going to say, if I
yeah.
can't hit him at all, then I maybe don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because alternatively, I guess the other thing is range 3, so I could just move up and get within 3
Yeah.
and then use the punchy thing, which seems slightly more reliable. Yeah, so I'm just going to inch him forward very slightly to where he's in range of Carol with his ability. Is that close enough?
Maybe.
So if his base is there, yeah, that's going like over her base, right? It's like from his base edge there.
Yeah. So I
And
guess
she's
the way
on
to
the-
interpret the rules in the case is like a beam attack is you're shooting a beam, but you're technically it's kind of like in Magic where the word target is a very important
That's what I
word,
thought, yeah.
Right? So it's as soon as you say the word target, stealth comes into play and says you can't target me unless you're within 3.
I thought the idea was that by placing a template, I'm getting around the ability to target in
Yeah.
the same way that you can't like hit hex characters, but you can AoE everything.
Yeah.
That's fine. So I will instead get close enough with one move, so that I've used one of his actions to do that. And then I'm going to use Striking Tentacles for the second action, which
This one's got
is
some whips.
5 dice. It is a physical
To who?
to Danvers.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Flurry of Arms. If I roll any wilds, they count as 2 successes. So crits generate an additional 1, but wilds count as 2 successes.
Whoa. Okay.
I did get a crit and nothing else.
I got 1 hit.
Oh, I did get a hit. Okay, yeah. And no.
Okay, so 2 hits.
2 blocks.
Man,
Oh, but I rolled a crit, which means from his special ability, I get a power,
Oh,
which is
nice.
actually all I was looking to do. Okay, so the attack fails because you defend against it, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so for my final thing before my turn ends, I'm going to pay 3 and use Doc Ops Grasp to huck the car, which is less than size 3. I can only throw it small s. Oh, damn it.
And it'd be from your model.
No, it's the...
Oh, is it the thing?
It's the vehicle. So choose an interactive terrain feature or enemy character, both size 3 or less and within 3 range, and throw it small. It can only be used once per turn. So I can throw it into Danvers. I don't think I... Can I throw it into Winter Soldier?
No. When a character throws a terrain feature, the terrain feature is destroyed and removed from the battlefield. The character controller positions the movement tool with one end touching the character performing the throw. So you're picking
Oh,
it
so you
up
pick
and
it
have to
up, bring
throw
it to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That, again, changes things completely because now I can't throw directly from me because Baron Zemo is right behind
You could
me.
throw Zemo at her.
You
You already shot him with a beam.
I actually wanted to throw...
Oh, actually, he was not shot with a beam because we didn't do that.
Right, yes, we didn't. I actually wanted to throw the car into Winter Soldier, not into Carol.
Good news, Zemo, you didn't get hit by the beam. Bad news.
I maybe just save the points then, because that's the other option.
I mean, could you have moved a little bit closer?
Oh, right.
You did. I don't think you
I
used
basically
it.
just
You
inched
just,
forward. I
inched.
was like here, wasn't I? Yeah.
So we could just say that you moved.
Okay.
No, with the knowledge of the game.
Yeah. Does that help though? Right, I would have to move like... He does have wall crawl, so he can go straight over. So if I move here...
Yeah, have done the attack.
Done the attack,
and
same
now
result.
you can whip the car.
And now I can whip the car. Does it throw into... No, because I pick it up and then it throws from me and I throw it into Bucky. Okay, we're back. We're back on the
Great.
plan. So pay 3 energy.
So the car is
Do
a
the thing.
3.
It's a size 2.
Okay.
So it's 3 damage going to Bucky.
So what am I rolling?
You...
Physical defense.
Physical.
Defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whips the car. One defense.
So 2
So
damage?
you're going to take 2.
Yep.
Yeah. And Bucky is at 5, so down to 3.
Sorry, Buckster.
And you do get 2.
2
Yeah.
power, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's tick.
All right. So now,
Mr. Iron Man.
and then we're done?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could blow up those drones right in front of you.
Yeah, so to make it work, make it a little bit easier, terrain is always thrown from you, people are thrown from them.
Right, that makes sense. For what it's worth, the exploding thing is actually very mediocre. Enemy characters within 2 suffer 1 damage, and Ultron gains a power for each damage dealt this way.
I mean, 1 damage is just one straight, being able to throw straight 1 damage is...
And getting a bunch of power for Ultron.
Yeah,
is
1
nice
unavoidable damage. Unavoidable damage seems mega in this game.
Okay. So we activate Iron Man. I think we're going to go ahead and move.
I'm never worried about things being ruled against me. I just want to play the right rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much easier to just learn
Up
it.
to grab this spider.
So, pay your taxes, Iron Man.
Yeah. So I got a spider. And then I'm going to go ahead and use $1 billion punch. Which is within
So yeah,
a
sounds like a
range
Tony Stark move.
of 3. So I can hit pretty much anything I want here.
Can't hit Ultron, I think would be the only one.
No, I can't hit Ultron.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and target.
Reminder that the Ultrons explode.
Yeah,
They explode, but it's only 1 damage.
Oh,
yeah,
unavoidable damage.
it's true.
So this this moves you to the enemy, right?
So yeah, so
Oh, and there's a throw here as well.
there's a throw here as well.
Okay, so yeah, you have a couple throws.
Yeah.
It's like buried in some of the attacks.
So I'm going to target Zemo.
Okay.
This game is much less. It's just about picking up the things, but it's like as soon as you get it, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
So, this is 7 attack. It's physical.
I get to re-roll 1 die for his special ability.
Okay, so this is going to cost me 3. I'm going to go ahead and roll. And there is a throw condition, and before damage is dealt, I will move the character within 1 of that.
Dang.
All right, so hit here.
Into WoW. 3
here,
hits.
3 hits.
I got 1 save.
Okay.
Oh, I get to re-roll 1. Sorry, I just mentioned that. Nope. No
Okay.
save.
So, before damage is dealt,
Nobody's modifying dice.
no, I can't.
Cool. Now you do before damage is dealt.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember it goes.
Yeah, no, I could.
Roll your things, explode your crits, then figure out your modifieds, then any other abilities, then damage.
So, move him up. Ugh. Go away, spider. There we go. Now is in 1. And I did hit the throw criteria, which was a wild and a hit. So if the target character is 3 or less, after the attack resolved, the character, this character throws it away a medium distance.
Dang, that's really far.
Nice.
So,
I think you just pushed me straight.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like,
Can you throw him into
because
somebody
ideally
else?
you'd want to collide me with Doc Ock, but you can't get that sharp of an angle.
yeah, because the idea
So that's an instance where
is
like
this thing, right?
Or maybe, yeah. So
Wait, is throw different than push?
oh, it's a throw.
It is a throw.
uh,
It is not a push.
well, I think that's just distance.
Right.
Throws do damage, pushes don't. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. So yeah, if you pushed me into someone, that's nothing. But if you throw me into someone, then
Right,
damage
it doesn't
occurs.
change the direction. You're still doing.
So based on the angle, you might be able to, because you have to make base-to-base contact. So the way it works is, yeah, we have to move a bunch of shit. I wish there was a cleaner way of doing this, because like, yeah, the thing is you want to press it up against that.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Yeah.
You most could push me this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is fair. So, instead,
I mean,
I believe he can throw me up to that distance.
yeah. I mean, I'd throw in the full because
He's a melee character.
he's a melee
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
forcing him to use a move action is
yeah.
yeah,
So throw him back there.
more than ever. Just yeah, action economy is king in this game.
Does he still take 1 point of damage from
And
being
then
thrown?
you take it.
Well, he didn't collide with anything,
No.
so no. But he will take the 2
I saved 1. How much damage did you?
3.
So 2, yeah.
down to 3.
Yep.
Okay. And
And then
that
I
is-
gain
Oh yeah.
2
you
power.
gain 2 power.
Oops.
So you move and attack, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So that'll wrap that up.
Yep.
So cleanup phase. Okay, so Ultron is controlling 2 things, so 2 points. And then Doc Ock had that one.
Yep.
And Zemo has that.
Yes.
So that
4.
will be 4 again for Funko. And then James has 1, 2, 3. Did you pick this
No.
up? He did
No.
not. So another 3 for James.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, throw has to go the full. That makes sense, I guess. You couldn't really like
Yeah.
throw something up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me pick all these up.
All right. I think we've got time for one more round. So we'll.
Okay. So.
Well, I think with one more round,
Maybe.
well, it depends how it goes. Yeah.
You got to get 5 points,
Yeah, well,
Funko. Yeah, you got to get 5 points.
I'm cooking. Let me, you know.
All right. So.
He's down to mans.
Um.
So, yeah, Cap's gonna flip,
Yeah.
Yes.
and he's no longer on fire because he he got put out by the damage done on him, and then everyone else is chill. So we're all good, I think, everywhere else.
That's
Here.
Bucky. Yep.
Here. This is Carol.
Yep.
Great. So everybody juice up for 1 on all your characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just seems like none of you have powers that can happen in the upkeep phase.
Or we're just missing them.
You might just be missing them. Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, now we roll for spiders. So
Right.
James has priority, so,
yeah,
you want him to do it first?
So he can do all this first.
Let's start with Zemo.
Crit?
Yep,
So
Zemo's gonna advance somewhere.
I can move him more.
God damn it.
Bye!
Just right off the edge of the goddamn table.
Well, you know, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because Zemo has stuff on him, right?
Yep.
But
Just a spider. Just a tricky spider. It's fine. Okay.
and then
Ultron?
Yep.
Hit.
Man, I'm almost tempted just to put you right in this. Put right in the fray here.
Yeah, I think on it, like we're making missteps along the way, but everything makes sense to me now.
I was
and-
thinking about that. Like, I think where I'm at with it, initially when I was trying to learn this, I was like, there's too much information.
Yeah.
But actually getting into the game, it's very, like, pretty simple.
Yeah.
And I think the opposite is true with Kill Team, where I read it and I was like, oh, this is easy. And then I got into it and I'm like, wait, has anything worked? Like, so I think this is probably more beginner friendly.
This is like the midway point, I think, between Warcry and Kill Team
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Right. So that was the 2 for you. Right.
Yes, only Ultron and Zemo, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
now,
Bucky and Iron Man.
yeah. So Iron Man.
Nope.
Nothing.
Man, you got your spider people under control.
I don't know. I feel like I've passed a roll yet.
yeah, your spider people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We're twitching over here.
given the thing, it's like I'm currently infected by spiders. I'm freaking out. I see Iron Man pick me up. I'm like, okay, he's probably doing the right. I see Baron Zemo pick me up. I'm like, I'm gonna
What's
freak
even
out a
the
little
deal?
bit.
You got white boots and a purple mask.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Maybe Zemo. Okay, Ultron picks me up. I'm freaking out.
All right. So it's me, right?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up that spider.
Okay. Oh, you're activating Carol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Activating Carol
Captain Marvel Super Edition.
because she's almost certainly going to die.
Yeah, good call. Yeah.
And then I'm going to go Warbird.
Okay. I don't remember what this one does.
So
So this
Not
could
even
be an
that long.
AoE if you had a bunch of people, but
Right,
it's
but I do not.
he's doing
Yeah.
it because it's an 8-die attack.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
see.
I mean, I thought I had this in the bag, but it's
there is a
it's
throw
swinging.
here as well. There's a throw as well. So, so this is 8. This is energy. This is against Mr. Dr. Octopus.
Mr. Dr. Octopus.
Mr. Dr.
You know, I'm
Octopus.
sure he didn't go to Octopus,
Yeah.
medical school to be called Mr. Doctor. Woo-wee.
Hit.
4 hits and a crit.
This is energy, yeah?
Yeah.
5 hits.
5 hits. And I think I have hit the throw and explosive, but nobody else is within, so.
I got 2 wilds
And a
and
crit.
a crit.
That's a hell of a roll.
It's not bad. It's not bad. And a save.
So 4
So
saves.
4 saves.
All right,
One
so you
damage?
take 1 damage,
Okay. He is down to 5,
and then I can throw you.
and he gains an energy.
Also, doesn't Doc Ock just gain energy anytime he rolls a crit?
Oh, you're right. I do. Yes, I do also gain energy for the crit.
Can I throw him into that lamppost?
Throws away, I believe, or is it
So-
any direction?
Yeah, so give me your medium
big-
stick.
with the
or
big one?
Yeah. Or you, right, so you go like
Yeah.
that, right? So yeah, I think you can throw just fine, right?
Yeah. Does it say how far?
It's a small throw.
Oh, so he won't reach the lamppost, but.
Mm.
Oh,
He
right.
goes
yeah,
to the
yeah.
end, right?
Yeah, oh,
So,
yeah, of course. Yeah, he totally does. Yeah.
Bonk. So he takes 1 unavoidable.
And then that gets destroyed,
Yeah. There you go.
which
All right,
gets
Carol.
me another energy. I'll take it. Where have we been putting
I've
this?
just
We guess we haven't removed that many.
Okay.
Over here.
I want to see the alternate world where Doc
I
Ock
am-
is named that because he is indeed an octopus doctor.
I'm going to go ahead and switch Carol back to normal Carol.
Okay. So that was just an attack. You've still got an action.
Yeah. So hold on. Can I hold on. When this character spends or loses energy after the effect is resolved, if this character has 3 or less, you may use a superpower. This character transforms back into
Oh,
normal.
I see. So you could switch back and then use a
And do
generator.
another,
yeah.
can do another thing. So, goodbye.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's cool that in this core set they gave you 1 transformer, so you get to figure out how that mechanic works, and they gave you 1 hero with a grunt
Yeah. Yeah.
drone.
And then
Just wanted a building thrower.
so. Yep. So now I can use Photon Blast. So that is energy and 5 dice.
Okay.
And this is how I get energy back, and I could pursue as well on this one as well. So rolling, we got a hit, 2 hits and a wild.
3 hits.
And that was a
I got a crit. So, and a skull. So I get another energy for the crit, and then that is actually just 2 saves.
Taking 1.
So you take 1,
Okay. It's down to 3.
and I gain 1.
Doc's getting juiced up.
Getting pretty juiced.
I really like this because it's just like if your model that you're really excited about gets absolutely clobberized, they get a bunch of juice. Now they're undazed at the start of the next one, and you can do their big powerful attack at least once.
Are you doing the pursuit?
I don't think so. No, I don't think there's any reason to.
Okay.
Don't need to make it easier for him to hit me in the face.
3, okay.
So yeah, you're up.
Okay. I think I'm going to activate Doc Ock. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to activate Doc Ock. I am going to I'm going to pay 3. Actually, that's a good question. Do I want to use any of these cards? That one. Okay. I'm going to play. Oh, it cost me 3 to do that. Is it worth it? Sure. I'm going to play Dark Rain for 3 power. So Dark Rain is a Cabal ability. A Cabal character may spend 3 power to play this card. I choose an enemy character. Allied Cabal characters can reroll any number of attack dice when attacking that chosen character this round. So I'm going to choose Iron Man.
He's picked his target.
Okay.
So then, that's not an action, that's just a card. Then I will use his other 3 power for Ox Grasp. So I choose an interactive terrain. I'm going to choose the forklift. I pick it up and then throw it small into Iron Man.
Okay, so you're picking up the caterpillar and
Yep.
throwing it into him?
Yeah, I actually I was trying to Google these to figure out what they're called. In Australia, we call them bobcats, but that's a brand, I think.
Bobcat is also, caterpillar is also a brand?
Yes.
too.
So I think the correct term for these is skid steer loader.
Okay.
Because they turn with like the wheels that
Yeah,
reverse.
yeah,
So they actually have like a specific name.
All right, so you're throwing a...
So throwing the forklift, so that's just 4 damage.
damage
So you
coming to
roll
you.
to save physical 4 damage.
This is
3 saves.
Oh, good roll. Takes 1.
Damn it.
this is Ultron throwing.
No, that was
Ock,
Doc.
This is Doc Ock
Yeah.
throwing.
Doc, right.
Damn it. Okay. In that case, then for his first activation, I
Stop
will
spreading out the damage, you dinguses.
use Striking Tentacles. So this is range 3. It is a physical. It is 5 dice.
He's 6.
So when this attack is resolved, I gain equal to the power. That's pretty standard. It has Flurry of Arms. If I get a wild, it counts as 2 successes. And I can reroll any dice because it's Iron Man from that attack. So I can't reroll
What kind of attack is it?
physical.
Okay.
So I can't reroll the skull. Do I just reroll these now?
Absolutely nothing.
So, any
Or is it
crits?
in the modifier step?
Nothing. So
No
now
crits.
modify. We're in the modify.
So now I reroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I assume it's based on the activation, person whose activation it is to go first.
Yeah. So I can reroll these 3 because it's reroll any dice. Reroll any number of attack dice.
I assume we're doing this right. Like it's like the person who's activating now decides to modify any of their dice, and then after they're done, then the person.
I think so. Yeah.
Defending.
So I got 2 successes.
I got 0 blocks. So
Okay. So 2 damage,
Down to 3.
3.
and I gain 2 energy for that. You gain 2 energy for the damage, and then I can't afford his power, so I think I just have to do the same thing and do Striking Tentacles against him again. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Flat
5.
fight.
That's That's a little better. I got a crit that time. Didn't do anything with it. I do gain an energy for getting a crit.
3 hits to 2 defenses.
The wild count is 2 successes.
Oh, so
So it's 4.
You go down to 1.
Okay.
Damn it. And you gain 2 power off that, right?
Yeah.
And then I gain 2 power off that because I did 2 damage. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
That is his activation.
Iron Man lives.
That was less than impressive.
Now, was that ability you put on him for the round or for the activation?
It's for the round.
Okay, so Iron Man
So yeah, so
is targeted for the round.
allied reroll attack dice when attacking that character this round.
Yeah, so.
Okay. I will activate Iron Man. Yikes.
Yeah, I really needed
Iron Man
I really needed him to
activation.
drop that token.
Yeah, you got options.
I think I'm gonna go after Zemo and run the hell away from Ultron. Just like in the movies.
Hey, flavor. Emergent gameplay.
All right, so
Okay, you got 5 energy on him.
yeah, so I'm gonna move him up to here. Still with the 1. All right. Shoot. I think focused unibeam is going to be my best option.
Oh, blowing him into next week.
Yeah, that toss 4. All right, so this is 7 dice. This is energy. When rolling additional dice for the crits, roll 2 additional dice instead of 1.
Oh.
And after this attack is resolved, if the attack roll contains any crit results, this character suffers 2 damage. So
Oh.
crits deal 2.
Oh, so he's like going hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go.
I get to reroll 1.
Okay, so
Oh wait, he suffers too. Oh, that's not good.
So I got 1 crit, so I'm rolling 2 dice. When rolling additional dice for this, roll 2 additional dice instead of 1. Yes. So I'm rolling 2 for that. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. So I got 1 crit, so I'll add 1 in for mine. But because I'm defending while rolling 3 hits, I actually only got 1 for the crit.
Okay, so I do...
Any mods to push through 1 more damage?
Well, so if the attack... Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use Earth's Mightiest Hero to change one of these into a hit.
There you go. 3 damage going through? Anything that you can do?
I have 1 save. That's on top of that. 3.
Yes.
So 4.
Yeah.
I have 4 hits. Yeah.
No. No.
Zemo goes dazed, and he dropped, and so you can move that.
Oh, yeah. James has to drop that within 2. I assume
Just, yeah.
this way.
We might have to do a round 5 because this is a close one.
Yeah, I'll just put it.
Right there. Perfect.
Okay.
And that is my turn. Oh, and then so I think he died, or he takes 2 damage.
Because you got a skull?
Because I got the...
So I took 3 damage, so he
Yeah.
gets 3.
Yeah. But I took 2. After this attack was resolved, if the attack roll contained any of the crits, this character suffers 2.
Oh. So his crits explode for 2, but he also
Yeah.
takes damage from them.
Yeah.
Right. So,
So-
we double KO.
He dazed each
Yeah.
other.
That's actually that's pretty good for me, I feel.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
then he drops his token within 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's bizarre. Oh, okay, so they're both out of act. So I now have Ultron and the drones.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have Bucky and Cap still to go.
Correct.
Both Bucky's on 3, Cap is on full,
Yes.
and Bucky's holding an objective.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to activate Ultron. I'm going to activate the drone first, as is required.
As is the law.
Yeah. I'm going to move the drone.
I'm not saying you should have, but because you wouldn't have killed the guy. But I guess theoretically you could have turned that crit into a regular hit with the Captain America's ability.
Oh, afterwards, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well, but then it wouldn't have killed.
Yeah, but then
Xena.
I wouldn't have hit.
Then you wouldn't have killed him, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like if you wanted to
Yes.
avoid the crit so you didn't take the damage. It's kind of
Yes.
a weird thing.
Yep.
I mean, the points are on the ground now, so Cap is not.
I'm going to hit Danvers with the drones. So the energy blast is 4 energy, 4 dice energy type.
Yep.
Oops.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
well, that saved it.
The last
Nope.
1. He's got 2 defense.
2 defense.
None damage.
Yeah, the drones though, they're fine. Now,
Did you roll any wild cards, James?
Hmm?
If you rolled any wild, there's a thing for Carol. She's got the energy absorption.
Ah, yes.
Which one?
You're getting attacked by an energy attack. Enhanced energy.
Oh,
absorption.
yeah. I don't think I rolled a
wild, yeah.
wild, so it doesn't matter. But yes.
All right.
Okay, now throw at M. So I'll activate Ultron following that. His throw is something within 3. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would be then thrown from him,
Yeah.
which is very far. So we'd have to move up at least.
Yeah, but I mean, throw doesn't cost an action.
No, it doesn't. No. I really wanted the drones to be dead by the time I did this, but that's okay.
Right, because when Ultron
It would
destroys
resummon
terrain,
them,
it resummons them. Yeah.
I think I am going to move him up. Yeah, so if we just move that to there for now, and then move him there. Okay, so he's going to move up there, and then I'm going to pay 3 for kinetic field generator. So I choose the building
Yeah.
and throw it at Bucky.
Okay.
So it's 5
5
damage,
Okay.
physical.
Bucky is 4. 1.
He takes 4 and dies. Unless
He
you-
dies, yeah, because he's been injured.
Unless you change, modify anything. There was also, not to help you out or anything, but you have that ability when that Bucky has when somebody advances on him or whatever, he can chuck shit back.
Yeah, I do have the kill box thing. Yeah.
Oh, you could ding me with the lamppost, I guess. What about your abilities? Because you haven't used any of them. You probably can't use any
None of them
in my turn.
Yeah, none of them can be used in your turn.
So that's when I move up within range, he gets to blow something up next to me, yeah? But that probably...
He died as he lived.
I mean, it's probably worth
Inside
doing
an office
because you
building.
just pay power that's going to disappear anyway, right?
Yep. So, when an enemy character ends, so this character chooses terrains 3 or less, which is just a lamppost.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Do I have to roll or just take the damage?
choose an
No,
interactive.
it's as if I collided with it, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 damage.
Destroy that terrain. The enemy character suffers a collision as if the terrain had collided with it. The superpower can only. Yeah. So
So I take 2 damage.
is it 2?
It'd be
It'd 1 plus 1, right?
yeah.
Right.
If you threw it at me?
Yeah.
I think that's correct.
Yep.
So I would go to 4.
well, you can roll.
But you can
defense on
roll
it.
defend.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's
I
as
can.
if-
I do
yeah.
get to roll it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's as if it's yeah.
Oh, it's a physical attack. Okay, so I roll 4 defense dice. I got 2
yeah,
saves,
so you're fine.
so I'm fine.
So you're fine.
Cool. And then
And
Bucky has a
same-
building thrown at him and he dies.
Dies.
So you can move his ants or his spiders somewhere.
Yeah,
Boink.
Hey, Bucky, what?
he was there.
Poor
I'm going
Buck.
to pop at the other side.
I heard you were thinking of getting into real estate.
So that was a throw. So he still has 1 action remaining. Do I get damage points from throwing damage, like energy points for dealing damage for that? No, because it's yep. The inherent one is taking damage always gets you power unless it's friendly.
It's usually within like they have a
It
generator
says,
attack.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I have 3 power left. I guess I just try and pop Carol to kill another VP off. So I will use Concussion Blasters. Yep. So it's an energy attack. So this does mean she's going to gain a power probably, but that's fine. So it's a 6 dice.
Between the 3 characters here, I definitely suspected Bucky being the first to die of the Avenger squad.
I was worried about Red Skull being so far ahead, so he
Yeah.
actually survived a little bit longer than I thought. Yep. So 6 attack dice. Yikes.
2 hits. None defense.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Carol gets dazed.
Okay. She would have got status effects, but I don't think that's going to matter, right?
Well, she drops her spiders too.
Yeah. Because I got wild, she would gain poison and bleed, but I don't think that matters.
No, because at the
She's
end
gonna
she's gonna get them, but at the end it'll go away. But for reference, poison is the character loses 1 power during the power phase.
I'm gonna.
How much damage did I take there? Oh, I guess I only took
It would only take 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also technically immune to poison.
Oh yeah. And bleeding is just 1 damage.
I do gain power for the 1 damage I dealt, and then I'm going to drop the token just away. That seems to be, I think, a okay play here to stop you. I don't think it's going to stop you from getting it, but it means you have to move to get it. And then that is his second activation, or second action.
Okay, so I just have Captain America.
Yep.
This hasn't been taken?
No, that just got dropped, so you can pick that up.
Okay, I'm going to pick that up.
Cap's got some spiders.
That point is still owned by you,
Yeah.
and the drones wouldn't contest it anyway. Probably makes the most sense to try and knock Octopus out, I guess. Depending what you attack him with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess if you can move past Ultron, you could try and back cap this from behind me. Yeah.
I can't reach it.
It's only within 1, so you go here.
You could double move and still do it.
No, I think you can get it. So you.
Oh, right, yeah, because you'd be placing your base ahead of that, so you're within the point. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, so then I'll
And then
capture...
you just need to roll. You just need to roll 1 crit hit.
One of any of the damage ones. So you roll.
Do you have to pay for the capture or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
so-
indirect.
Pay for the capture, and then...
Sorry, it's your defense, energy defense.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you just got it. So yeah, so you control these 2 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then...
So that was only one
was
action.
one action, yeah.
technically. So you can still attack or.
Yep, so I'll attack Ultron, I guess. I think I can only do my shield bounce. So that's just 5 attack dice. Physical.
Oh, right, yep, I have to do stuff for that.
Not a bad roll.
On Ultron?
Yeah.
4 dice.
3 damage.
3 hit.
2 saves.
So 1 going through.
1 going through.
Yeah.
I don't think he has anything. He has stuff if he's attacked by mind attacks, but that's not this.
No.
No, he's immune to bleed and poison, that's it.
Okay. Each you'll generate 1.
Yep.
And that'll go to the end.
Okay.
So James, I think, is going to get 3 points.
So he gets that, and that. Yep.
Yep.
I get this
That.
one and
2.
that. So 2.
So Funk is at 13, James at 11.
You got 3 days characters flipping.
Oh, we have to do the last round. We have to.
I'm cool to stay. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, then we're gonna do another round. Okay, so everybody's all flipped over. So Cap has flipped over, Carol has flipped over, And you've got.
Oh, I have
flipped
way
over.
beyond the max on Baron Zemo. I just realized.
Okay, yeah. Zemo has 10 energy though, which is pretty wild. Okay, everybody's going to generate their 1 energy for the start of the turn. We have no powers, so
No, Baron Zemo's not.
who has the priority on this? You do now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Funko, who do you want to move the spider people
Can I get
first?
3 energy?
I only have 1 spider.
I'm rolling for mine. I only have 1.
Do you want to do yours first, or do you want him to do this first? You get the choice.
Here, you go first.
Okay.
No, I'm not. It's in the tray. God damn it!
All right, James, where is Ultron moving?
Where is Ultron moving? God, I don't know if it makes too much of a difference. with
I'm very
Ultron.
happy that I did kill Bucky with the building. That's made it worth it. That's a good time.
Go over
Wait, did I kill him with the building, or did I kill him by shooting him?
Oh, no, it was a building.
It was the building?
Could I
Okay,
make
good.
a? I don't want. All right. Well, I don't want
Oh,
to
right,
backseat.
I shot Dan
No,
both.
no.
Yeah.
You're moving him within a single of that middle point, so he could just for free cap that
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
without having to use anything. And that's the last one you get, Turner. Otherwise, I got to start helping.
I don't mind that stuff, like, because I'm also going to learn things
Yeah,
as you're
yeah.
explaining it, so that's fine. This has been a great game. Like,
This has been very
whichever
close.
way it comes. As far as learning starter games, I'm like, this is a bit, this is a barn burner.
All right, Funk.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Iron Man flipped too.
Oh yeah, all of your team is in
Yeah.
danger zone mode.
Yeah.
Ultron seems good. I guess
Ultron
that's
seems
why.
very good. Yeah.
I guess that's why.
I mean, he's
worth
expensive, yeah.
5. Yeah,
He's 5,
He's
yeah.
a 5 coster.
Yeah.
Are all your ones 4?
Except for 3.
Oh no, Carol's worth 5.
Or right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. She seems pretty good too.
Yeah.
No, they're together. I have an ability that if they're isolated, you can get bonus damage on them. They're just in as well. So actually, at the moment, all 3 of your people are within range.
Of which?
So I have an ability that can pick a enemy character, but they have to be. They can't if they. Sorry. The next attack made by a character that played this card this turn, targeting an enemy character that is not within 3 range of any allied characters, adds 2 dice to the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
So if they're isolated, you get to power up. So I would need to probably take out one of them. I feel like of the characters left, tanky damage is probably how it goes. So I think I'm probably going to activate Zemo, I think. He has the most power. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to activate Zemo. Yeah, let's activate Zemo. So, he doesn't have the spider because he dropped it because he was dazed. So he has an ability called called Quick Step, where if you're not holding an objective, you can pay 2 power to move to advanced medium.
Ooh.
So I'll pay 2 power. I don't need to advance the whole way. I just need to get to here. Then I will pay another power to pick up. Neither of these are actions, by the way, to pick up the spider. So he has that now. So now I have 7 power remaining because I spent 2 and then 1. Yep, cool. Just checking my math. So for actions, I think I want to try and plug Iron Man, which I guess I just use the coup de grace attack. Yeah, or I use the character's attack. Okay, yeah. So I use coup de grace first for 3 power. So that costs me 3 power. This is a physical attack against Iron Man. Has range 3, which is plenty, and it has 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh wait, is magic in this game?
Oh, the character?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She can teleport.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
her thing.
Yeah.
She's like she's my favorite.
There's a
X-Men.
really cool pose where she's like doing a
Yeah.
big double hand.
Damn it!
Yeah.
She's my favorite X-Men, so I probably might have to. Might have to make the X. Well, I guess I could do it as a Midnight Suns thing if she's
Yeah,
on that too.
yeah, heaps of different affiliations. Yeah. Okay, so she's also a Sorceress Supreme, so she can go with like
Sure,
strange
yeah.
and like ancients and stuff. Yeah. 7 dice. Yeah, you're rolling
love magic.
physical.
Okay.
Okay. I can re-roll 1 dice because I'm Baron Zemo, but that happens later. That is actually a terrible roll. I did get a crit, but everything else was a big old whiff.
Okay.
So we'll add 1. Again, whiff. I do get to re-roll 1. Excellent. Yep. So that is a big 2 damage.
Damn, Zemo. So you got 1 save?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a 6 healther, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you can just bring yourself a bunch of little dice for when you're a bunch of 6-siders and you'll be good. Oh, she comes with the Colossus. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably will get that box actually. 'cause
Yeah.
I like Colossus. I get Colossus and just send you magic.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Let's do that.
I also like Colossus
Well,
too.
that's
yeah.
true. Okay, so I'm trying to decide for his second attack. I want to go back in on Iron Man. I'm trying to decide because the thing is, I have the power to just pay for coup de grace again, but all that is a 7 dice for 3 power. But because it's his second attack, if I just do Sword Strike for free, I add 2 dice because an attack has already been made against that character that turn. So there's no point paying for coup de grace when I can do Sword Strike because that has extra stuff. So I will Sword Strike. Because it's my second attack, it adds 2 dice. So it normally would be 5 dice. It is now going to be 7.
Yeah, Zemo is like a cool
He
little-
seems pretty
He's
good.
like, I mean, he seems like a speedy assassin type character.
Yeah, he
like,
seems good at that. Good at movement. Good at getting up there.
Yeah.
So 7 dice. Physical again, and this has a bunch of special stuff based on what results I get. No crits. I did get a wild,
good roll, James.
but I did not. Oh, but I can re-roll 1. So once we're locked in, I don't have any crits to do.
He's got 2.
2 blocks.
Do I do the
So
re-rolls
you do
now?
your modifiers
Okay.
first.
That's
Yeah,
nothing.
you can just explode your crits right away.
Okay. So I got 3. Because I got a wild, I have Pierce, which is I can change one of your dice, one of your crits, wilds, or saves to a blank.
Okay.
It is now a blank,
Okay. So then I have 3 damage.
so you'll take 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna just to save a little bit of damage. I'll use I am Iron Man. If this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, it may use the superpower cost 1, reduce the amount by 1.
Okay. So you take 2.
I take 2 instead of 3.
Okay.
So I go 3.
Or you'll take 1 because you're blocking 1. 2
No.
is coming
Didn't
through
I
and you-
turn one of his blocks into
Yeah,
nothing?
he's got.
Oh, he
one
had
block.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now,
okay.
yeah, you
So
take
1 is cancelled out by the
Okay,
block,
yeah.
and then you remove 1, so you take 1.
Okay.
You got it.
In which case, I just gain 1.
I need to look up what magic's affiliations are.
Okay.
Just thinking about it, I'm just like, ah, damn.
Yeah, this was pretty much the, like, I haven't paid, like I said, I did buy Venom, because I was like, either way, I want to paint Venom. But I was thinking, I'm not going to buy any characters until we play the game and I make sure it's fun. Now the game's fun.
Yeah,
So
now you're
the
like,
floodgates
damn
just
it!
go, and I can buy whatever I want. That's the rule.
You done?
Yeah. Am I done? Yes, because that was his second.
That was 2 things.
That was
Yeah.
his second thing, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Captain America.
Okay.
I am going to move Captain America so that I am right here.
I think that's, Toxic points out that the Zemo in the original core kit was even better because they're the same thing, basically the same kit, but they had with threat 3 instead of 4.
Oh, wow.
So I think that was part of this, was after they had a year and a half or something of releasing
They kind
a
of
couple
figured out
of
how
years.
to
They were like,
balance a little
we
bit
need to
better.
tweak a couple of these numbers, yeah.
All right. I'm cashing in for Brooklyn Brawler.
Nice.
So this costs 4 energy. That's all I have. It has a range of 3.
Every penny in the world.
I'm going to go ahead and target
Yep.
your buddy Ultron here. It's 5 attack dice,
Okay.
but then I add dice to the attack roll based or equal to the target size.
Oh, I am size 3.
So I add 3 dice.
Cool.
Wow.
It has a push if I hit a crit, and it also has a.
Oh, I get pushed into the car.
It has frontliner, which if I roll a wild, a hit, and a block, I can do this attack all over again without paying its cost,
Oh.
but it has to target somebody different.
So unfortunately, not in this instance, yeah. There's no one that's going to be a second target. Oh, I thought you were doing it against Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I can do it.
No, you're pushing him away. You can't.
No. He pushes him away, but he can do the attack again from where his position is.
Oh, I see. It's
It
not
seems
from
like-
the
yeah,
target.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
So rolling 8 dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing as the galaxy
Yeah.
shot or whatever.
Yeah.
that spell was doing. Holy shit!
Okay,
Okay.
so
And you got the shield too that you needed. The one shield.
I rolled 2 saves. Yay.
Okay.
Wow.
I get to roll 2 more dice.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
nothing.
Oh.
Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
All right. So first thing is any modifiers.
I don't believe so.
I don't have any
Okay.
modifiers.
So you resolve the throw effect, I believe, first.
So after this attack is resolved, if the target is size 3 or less, this character may push the target away a small.
So you're pushing, not throwing.
Yes.
So
Is that because it says after the attack is resolved? Isn't that the full thing?
So it's the attack has been resolved. Sorry, resolve effects after. Oh, you're right. It is. Yes, it resolve effects before damage, and then there is a thing. So sorry.
yeah, I think
First,
damage happens then. the
Damage
throw.
happens.
Yeah.
So in this case,
So I hit 7 hits.
I save 2.
so
5.
exactsies.
So it's exactsies. Yeah.
Okay.
So they get dazed, and now you can push him.
So
Well, except these days.
Yeah, I was going to say you could push me into the car, but it doesn't.
Well,
do
so
anything.
push wouldn't do any damage.
Oh,
anyway,
you're right,
But
yes.
you can just push him away from thing. So you could push and then move the.
Which makes sense because I would
spider
have
somewhere
to
close to you.
use
Right, yeah.
movement to get back. So.
so I.
Oh, and it also lets you throw the spider
Oh,
thing
that's
further.
cool. So a good little thing way to remember is throws usually happen before the damage. Pushes often, but not always happen after the damage.
Oh.
So you're gonna go back here.
Oh, okay. So the throw would happen in this instance, and then damage would get assigned.
I moved you here, not that I can grab you. Okay. So then I hit frontliner. So after this attack is resolved, this character may make an additional Brooklyn Brawler attack without paying the cost, and the additional attack must target a different target character. This additional attack does not have this front, so I can't chain the front.
Right.
Yeah. So we were, I think, waiting to listen to like an additional character within X of this character.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like that's the case. It's just.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
so it's
yeah.
the original range
Yeah,
of the attack.
which is
Yeah.
why I moved in so that I
Yeah,
was with
perfect.
What is the
So-
range on it?
That's a hell of a move. Right?
Okay,
3.
so it's a relatively short range
Yeah.
attack. Yeah.
It just worked out nice.
So
Okay.
this is 5 dice plus target size. This is 2 or is it 3?
He's 2. Everyone in the game is 2,
2
except Ultron.
for Ultron.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
rolling.
wonder who's 1.
Rolling
Is there a
d8s
1?
again.
Probably like Lockjaw or something like
Maybe.
that. Like
Lockjaw's actually pretty big.
I guess he's a big ass dog.
Like
yeah.
he's the size of a human.
Yeah.
Okay, hit.
Howard the Duck.
I don't think there is a Howard the Duck.
Probably not.
Between Marvel Snap and this game, my knowledge of Marvel characters has gotten a lot
Yeah.
better.
Okay, I hit 4.
Right, yes.
Physical.
I was definitely paying attention.
So it's physical.
physical?
attack. Yeah.
I got 3 wilds.
Okay.
Wow,
you take,
good roll.
You take 1.
Okay.
And did you get the crit there to do a push again?
Me?
You can push again if you want.
Oh right, yes, I did put. Yeah, I did get the first show.
So I got 1 power for him.
So he controls that one back there.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just. Will
You would
push.
probably want to push me away from it so that I'm not contesting it.
Yeah.
If you do
Well,
try to go for it, which is
yeah.
unlikely.
I
I,
mean,
lo-
you-
I,
yeah.
I love that it's like, everyone else, people have like,
Okay. So
I will destroy the world or whatever. This
that is
Captain
that.
America's special ability
Go
is
ahead.
I'm from
Good
Brooklyn.
job, Cap. That was a hell of a move.
Yeah, that was a. I mean, that's his spender. You want it to
Yeah,
to
So
pop
the-
off, right?
Yeah, the
Like,
drones can't do anything.
Yeah.
no, because they're activated.
Yeah, you have to.
Well,
Yeah, Doc Ock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I? Oh no, that was last turn that I did him, wasn't it? Yeah, because he would have an icon if he didn't. Okay. So as it stands,
This
you
definitely
own
turned
this
into a
one
crater.
and this one, and I own this one.
Correct.
You're holding 1 point there, and I'm holding none.
Correct.
No, that's not true. I picked it up with Zemo. Zemo has
yes.
Yeah.
1. Yeah. Okay. And you still have
Iron Man and Carol.
And Carol. Okay.
I mean, my hope there was to knock both your characters out, and then I still don't think I could have actually won that turn though. 'Cause I don't think I could have gotten.
There's still technically a round 6, although I don't think we'll play.
Well, so
quite
you
late.
get 1, 2, 3. If
And then
Carol picks up a thing and
4.
Iron Man
Oh
picks
yeah,
up a thing,
that
you
would have
can
been
get
5. That would have been 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you basically need to stop me from doing that then. Right?
Yeah, I think I need to. I can't really stop Carol. I don't think I can one-shot her. She's too tanky.
If I would say, if
I have
you,
to take Iron Man out,
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
or I could try and kill Cap,
Yes, that's
but
true.
that seems again very difficult.
yeah, I think your best play is to kill Iron Man.
Yeah, I agree.
He's tough to kill though because he's got that reduced damage by 1 ability.
He does. Yeah.
Have
I
to
can only
remember,
use that one more time.
have to remember Iron Man has the I am Iron Man ability.
Can you check the reference for what bleed? Remind me what bleed, poison, and shock do.
So bleed will be on at the end of that character's activation. They take 1.
Okay.
Poison is they lose 1 power during the power phase.
Okay.
So it's basically like
Both of
won't
those
gain
don't
any
matter.
power.
Yeah.
And then the what was
Shock
the
is
other
they can
one?
only gain 1.
Shock
power.
is that they roll 1 fewer attack die when making an attack roll.
Okay. All right. I'll activate Dr. Octopus.
Yep.
The bleed is the one that you'd be aiming for, likely.
I think I'm going to have to burn a movement to get closer. Yeah, it's unfortunate because that's going to eat into an attack too. But I don't think I have a choice. I could try and beam 4, but the beam is real crap. The beam would hit, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
you're fine.
Yeah,
you're
that
good.
would hit. The problem with the beam though is it's only 4 damage.
That's the thing. Doc Ock doesn't strike me as the shooty type.
No, I've been very under. Unless you could chat because it's a beam. Like if you could line it up and like get like 2 or 3 people.
Oh
sure.
yeah. Like if you can get the AOE for sure, but
Yeah.
he seems like the kind of I punch you and I throw shit at you.
I think so.
type
Yeah.
character.
All right. I think I'm just gonna have to move him. So we're gonna go. Do I want to?
He's the thinking man's villain. Punch and throw things.
I think they're still within, so I still can't use that. All right. So I will move him. I want to move to where I'm contesting this, so I guess I'll just move like that. That's fine.
Good call.
And then I will use Striking Tentacles. So it's a physical attack for his second action. It is 5 dice. The problem is it's not going to do enough damage, I don't think. Although he does, if I roll enough wilds, maybe. Yeah, so 5 dice, physical. I got a crit.
That's a lot of skulls.
That's a lot of skulls, yeah. Okay.
1 defense, 1 hit. Oh, don't reroll that one.
Oh, sorry, I add 1, yeah. Nope.
Ting!
Yep. And that is it.
Well, so this is an interesting one because it's like, so Iron Man only has 1 energy, so you really only have 1 opportunity to capture that. But I guess you could just go pick up, and that gets you the win.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Because there's nothing else he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I think, if we were going to turn 6, it would be interesting. I have a feeling James would still win. He just has too many
Well,
bodies.
so it wouldn't even go to turn 6.
Oh, there isn't a turn 6.
Well, there is, but it's like
I
if he
can
picks
get
up
5
this
here.
and this, he gets 5 points.
You have no more movement
Oh,
left. I
because he
can
gets to
just
16.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I can just get the 16. here.
Yeah, so Carol goes here, picks up the
Which I don't
ants,
think,
or
even knowing that, it wouldn't really change anything. Because,
Wow. Yeah.
like, I guess I could have paid for scientific breakthrough.
I guess your other option is, if we wanted to do this like in your optimal thing, maybe is you could have actually used Doc Ock and picked up these ants and forced him to have to make a roll on that one, because then if he fails,
Oh, I see. Move up here and take
that,
this.
right, and then he
Right.
has to go there and take the chance of the roll. It's very unlikely he doesn't roll.
Sure. Which
He only needs a
no one
1.
has failed that.
Yeah.
This game. So
So, okay, interesting. Wow.
So James came in right at the end, got 16.
Yeah.
And Funk got 1, 2. So Funk would be 15. 16 to 15.
yeah.
Wow.
That's
It was a
very
GG.
very close game.
good.
Like, yeah.
Good job, Captain America.
I mean,
you did a good job.
Taking out Ultron.
Taking
massive.
out Ultron and even pushing Hawk back.
Sure.
Ultron had to
Yeah.
spend a lot of just moving back. Like you did a great job of
Yeah, you
shunting
kept pushing him away. Yeah. Straight up, the thing that I noticed instantly about this game is action economy is so massive. But I like that they offset a lot of that by making things like interactions, tossing buildings, and hero abilities.
And that play of like, you're taking damage, but you're also powering up. So like, if you take a bunch of damage but survive, you still feel like, oh, at least I get to pop off now and do something fun.
There's like, fiddly rules here and there, but for the most part, like, this felt really clean.
Also, for like, we did have Toxic in chat helping us out with a lot of questions, which was very clutch. But as far as like a first game player experience go, this went way better than my first game of Kill
This was
Team.
fun to watch. This was like a really good one. A lot of really...
And it felt like cinematic Marvel style.
Yeah,
like
I
there
think
were people
like,
pushing people, throwing stuff,
Yeah, I think like straight up a lot of the fun will come from familiarizing yourself with the characters that you make. And again, like your roster only needs to be 10 characters kind of a thing. That's only 10... That's 10 models. That is the standard kill team that you would field.
And that's also like an extreme example. Like most of the time, you just bring the team you probably want to play.
Yeah.
You probably get away with like
Couple
6
of
models.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I am, I'm
sold.
Cool. I'm sold. Yeah, this is really, really cool. And we hope you had a lot of fun. Shout out, thank you everybody in chat for helping out and like that. If you like that Shatterpoint, I've heard Shatterpoint is very, very similar. Yeah, I'd like to, Kill Team and, Warhammer stuff is not going away, but I think we have a great opportunity after, having just finished a big Kill Team league to experiment with a lot of the other kind of ones. I know that Corey and Ian are really interested in playing X-Wing and stuff on stream. So yeah, we'll be branching out, checking out other kinds of tabletop war games and stuff. But yeah, I
know there's a big BattleTech group in the community.
We have a bunch of BattleTech models too. So
that's the thing is like, I'm a huge Warhammer fan. I have been for decades. But once you get outside of that, they would really dominate like miniature games. There's a certain attitude of like, when you're talking about miniature gaming, you're talking about Warhammers, and people who play like Marvel or Star Wars or X-Wing really hate it when you say, oh, you're playing Warhammer. It's like, no.
Well,
there are other products.
It's the thing where, you think about like trading card games. People think about Magic the Gathering, right? And then you think about all the card games that have come out since Magic the Gathering. A lot of like the digital ones, stuff like that have taken some of the more finicky bullshit that Magic has and kind of streamlined it and stuff like that. Like I think, like the Digimon card game or Flesh and Blood or any of these ones that have come out that have refined some of the rules and whatnot and made them a little bit more accessible. And I think that's what a lot of these other sort of ones feel like in that sort of things. It's the D&D effect, a really great example. It's like, oh, you play, I like tabletop games. Oh, it's like role playing, you play D&D. And it's like, no, man, I'm playing Blades in the Dark, right? And you just kind of forget. But this was great. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in. And big shout out to Funk for painting all of these and making it look really, really beautiful. A reminder that this stream and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do this. Our store at store.loadingreadyrun.com. And if you watched on the YouTube, thank you so, so much. Again, let us know if you want to see more. It'll help out a lot. Funk, is this the last time we're going to see you on camera?
I think so, yeah. I've been here for about almost 6 months now, and that's the max you can stay as a tourist. So
now we're kicking them out.
Yeah, so Wednesday week I'm flying back home. So I won't be in the office for a little while.
Thank you for doing all this, man. Like, it was great. This was a lot of fun.
Don't come back.
Yeah. Well, where can people find you when you're not here?
They can find me on the internet as Hi Funko. I'm sure someone can put it in chat. It's HIFUNKO. I changed my name recently because trying to say EL_. I realized we'd been defaulting to saying L_Funko, which is not and has never been my name. It's not L, the letter L_. Funko. Anyway, so my name now is Hi Funko. That's everywhere. You can find me on Twitter, on Twitch. I stream Tarkov a lot. Lately, a lot of Helldivers, and then I also do mini painting and stuff. And I'm excited about this game. I think you'll see some Marvel stuff from me in the near future.
Cool.
Heck yeah. I'm going to send you back with so many minis to paint.
I feel like he could probably ask a local painter.
No, the Australian has to do it.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I've been Ben. This has, of course, been Funko and James. And, of course, Paula on tech.
Hello.
And we will see you next time. Bye.